killed all of our loot and spent a bunch of money. Like a
Yep,
day
that's right.
has passed. Because scribing all those spells takes me like 2.5 hours.
Holy crap! Got a
2 minutes per level, per spell.
got a speech to text option. I see.
Pretty much.
Did this not save? I'm gonna be. Why'd people
Okie
say?
dokie.
I've only had a similar reduction in the gold cost.
Oh god, no.
Oh god, yes.
Order of the Scribe with. Okay, darn it.
Alright, jig's up. Everybody go back.
Yep.
I'm having to move Mister. I think he's AFK.
So what I miss?
Under just summarize the events of last week while omitting the fact that you guys solved absolutely every combat with fucking Field of Force.
That's not true. We solved every. That was the week before. We solved every combat with diplomacy.
Mm-hmm. Things could have gotten really bad, but Sneaky Pete went in there and laid the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just put my battle horrors inside of magical boxes, you little. Okie
So
dokie.
yes, I should probably send the things. I send Gilbert the things.
What? Oh, that's right. I have to update my name.
So what I'm omitting there is the cost it would take to bring Wayman back, because I don't know how much more the church would charge if they're particularly willing to bring women back. That's something I would have liked to do. I would have also invited anyone who would want to come to that. Maybe nothing will come of it, but I'd want to give it a shot at least for him. Maybe he'll retire or whatever. Who knows?
My god, is this like an accounting page? What the hell?
Mm-hmm. That took an entire space of a Word document with no spaces in between. It's basically the same thing I sent you earlier.
I'll be right back and grab a drink.
Uh-huh.
I should probably also put another grand in there for spell scribing material components.
When did you guys get 20x silver ink? Oh, I remember.
Yeah, you gave those to us.
Yeah, I remember now.
Hey, we got 20 times silvered scope. Nice.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh my god. Okay.
Welcome back.
Okay, yeah. So you do the things.
Yes, I do the things.
What's going on?
So I'm attempting to go to a Church of Hell to bring back the previous boy Wayman. That's what Lilith would have done.
I mean, you can pretty much go to any church, but yeah.
Yeah, he was a paladin of Helm, I think, so I would go there.
Yep, you guys lay the body down there.
I am going.
Stands over him, and the priest says "Wololo," and does that for about the amount of time it takes to cast the spell, and then immediately returns to life.
Hey, we have Wayman back. But no.
Actually, no, we don't. And is Wayman willing in the first place? Because Wayman could enjoy his time in heaven.
Wayman
That's a good
sits
point.
up on like the plinth you put him on, fists in the air, going, "I live!"
Hey,
I'm going to the pub and make money, or actually drink and play music.
oh yeah. Again, I would have mentioned this in
Be
this
back.
party. Whoever was willing to go, I would have given the opportunity. But yeah, First off, I apologize to Wayman because all the magic stuff is missing and he doesn't have his backpack. I do give him his holy book back in the holy symbol of Morden he had, and I'll give him like 50 gold to work with just to get him, to his feet or whatever. I explain to him a little bit of what happened afterwards. Met some new people. We've kind of gotten past that mind flayer stuff. We're just kind of wandering around now. Maybe might not be something you'd want to continue pursuing, but
All right, it sounds like my work here is done. I'm going to go take a vacation. Chult sounds great this time of year.
you do.
And
Take
he's on
care.
stage left.
All right, if we ever run a Tomb of Annihilation campaign, you can now port Waymond over. Hooray!
Gold and plate mail.
That's right. That's right. You can port over your save file.
Hey, Wayman beat the campaign already? Damn, did he speedrun that?
Level 10
I
paladin?
also-
He could probably get pretty far.
Mark that away.
So did you guys straight up take all the rest of his shit?
Basically.
Sorry, all your stuff's gone. Okay, bye.
Yeah, brought him back to life. How many people would do that, honestly?
He would just figure that you sold all of his shit to pay for the resurrection. And he isn't going to ask
Glad he didn't
questions.
bring it up.
He's just going to get as far away from you guys as he can.
Yeah, I sent him some spending money so that way he wouldn't be, completely out. But he probably could have sold his plate too.
Well, also,
It is
church
fancy
would have,
dragon plate.
helped him. He is a paladin of Helm after all, so they would have set him up with some shit.
Yeah,
He's
I
not
wish
gonna
him the
do a
best of luck.
destitute.
That's good. It's a good man. Okay. $1,000, $2,000. I'll put 700 more gold for spell scribing materials, Gilbert, to that. Because you never know what you'll come up with. What we'll find.
I will continue with my sketchy Irishman gig.
What are you being sketchy? Aren't you doing something wholesome like, what is it, selling goods at, cost price?
Cost for the resources, not charging for
Yes,
labor.
the materials. Yeah, the
And
materials.
there is no merchant or smith that will do that willingly most of the time, which is the sketchy part.
Well, this guy's a real stand-up guy. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing sketchy about that.
Oh, you sweet summer chicken.
Who are we talking
Wisdom
about?
of 6. Wisdom of 6.
Who are we
There's no
talking about
go.
being sketchy?
Me!
Not being sketchy, he's being wholesome.
I'm going to the pub, and as I play music and walk around the pub, I am going to be whispering in people's ear telepathically that they want to give me money. Music and dancing. I'm playing music and dancing and whispering in everybody's head. He is the best you've ever seen. You want to give him money. I can roll a persuasion check if you want me to.
Yes. Yes. Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Double nat 20s.
Where's that Futurama Toad when I need it?
You know, that wasn't double nat 20s, but I got one of the 2s right.
The Hypnotoad.
You make one gold piece.
Well, shit.
You're gold richer than you were before.
Hey, mister, a gold a day will keep anyone away if you throw it hard enough.
I mean, we have enough money right now. We're pretty much loaded. I think.
What?
About that.
We're loaded? Sweet. I'd like some money so I can continue scribing spells. I'm down to 7 silver pieces.
I spent almost 3,000 gold.
I mean, y'all are broke, so.
I'm down to 2 gold.
Oh,
I
y'all
didn't
are
even-
broke.
I didn't even spend most of it.
It's alright, I got 10 iron
you
bars
need
I can
anything?
use for seed money if I need to crash an economy or two.
I dropped 5 gold pieces when I walked into the pub and told them drinks were on me. That was about as far as it went for me.
Oh yeah, Gilbert, I forgot. Meme magic item. Does this place sell any meme magic items? I'll tell you up front. I'm looking for maybe a +1 like crossbow for a single spook.
It does not.
Make that. All right. I think everything's in order on my end. The plan is just to go back down.
No.
Because I mean, I'm all for more downtime.
I mean, my character kind of not. I'm not sure what to get if we spend any time in downtime. You know, I don't know what to.
Get paid.
we get paid by going.
I have money already, but
Get paid, get laid, get raid Shadow Legends.
We already did that. We've been doing that the past few days. Or however long it is we've been here. Anyway, we did that.
So, what do you all wish to do?
I'm fine with going back down. If anybody else has something they want to do, that's fine too.
I think we should go back down. I'm ready.
Sure. Let's go get more cool magic shit.
All right,
Sure.
where are you guys going to attempt to go in Undermountain?
Well, our first destination is probably down the elevator through the, or whatever it's called, the bucket. Yeah, the bucket.
the buggy.
I know. I will cast divination.
Is there a detect loot spell?
Yes, it's called divination. I'm going to use divination ritual. And I'm going to ask what floor has the cool shit to grab.
Actually, if you were to provide me with 1 moment,
Level 23 has all the cool shit.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So I mean, the official floor. It's like an IKEA thing where all the cool shit is stored. It's occasionally dispersed in all the other floors.
It's just a demi-plane being used as a broom closet, but it's all refrigerated.
There's just like a loop of signs going all throughout Undermountain saying that the cool shit is on a different floor, but instead it just leads you to another sign.
The cool shit was the friends we made along the way.
I would be stealing those signs.
Why?
Just to fuck with Hallister.
Petty and spiteful. I like it.
you were to give me 10 gold pieces worth of jade, I could make you a loot detector.
I have 27 gold. Well, actually, no. I got 9 gold pieces and 27 platinum.
I have enough
Said
gold
10.
to get myself an MKill down the well.
But I hand you a platinum.
Does this?
It's not jade, but it's enough to buy 10 gold pieces worth of jade.
I want to. How long are we gonna be in town?
Not long. We are planning on
So we
leaving
say
right
we
now.
descend.
I want to go. Um, I want to go to the bank and put money away. Because I'm carrying 90 platinum pieces, and I'm really not sure what to do with them. But
Okay.
put them in a gold. Can I put them in a bank? Like read it on my sheet that I deposited 89 platinum pieces in a bank.
Yeah, you can drop it off in the bank. A gnomish bank worker takes the money and tosses it in a big old safe.
That's the same thing I did.
Is there anything I can do for like official storage?
Yeah, there's a bank.
They also work with goods.
Yeah, it's a bank.
How much for like 2 months of storing shit?
It's not that kind of bank. Just put your shit in the bank.
Oh,
Also, give your quote unquote friends or family the keys to the bank, and your friends and family are just your next characters.
I was
No.
thinking that.
No.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I'm already being nice enough in the sense that the bank exists and it's just a
Wait, they have
conceptual
banking in
space.
D&D, man. You can. Waterdeep does have a bank. A few of
Yeah,
them.
but maybe we could write a will or something.
That's all the shit I sent to the bank.
So now,
Well,
when we
see,
die,
I already tied my two characters together, so yeah.
but now when you die, instead of your loot going to the party, it just disappears in the bank.
Pretty much. It just gets misplaced. It's a real shame.
I feel like I should hire lawyers for this or something, but fuck it.
There are no lawyers in Dungeons and Dragons. There is only me.
Which is
Put
bullshit.
mine in a special fund. I want to put it in the hospital fund.
All right, let's go underground.
Yeah,
That's the
enough
that's the
enough
name of
about
the
the
file.
banks, which functionally don't need to exist. We're not playing
Sure,
Dragon Heist.
money adds up weight wise. I'm dump strength. That shit adds up.
Fuck. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to legend lore this meme magic heart that I kind of want to identify, like attuned to, but I'm also scared.
Well, we can do that later. We still don't. Well, no, we went up floor by floor, so we would know what floor we were on before we turned around. Or no, wait, because we went through the portal.
I mean, that's £1.50 of coin there. That for a guy that dumps strength and can only lift 90 pounds, that adds up. I have to be careful with every ounce.
Let's just go to the floor with the wooden donkeys and all get one, or at least those who dump strength. Then we don't have to worry.
Oh, that's right. I did grab one. I forgot about that. Can I make my fancy with like a few hours with the wood carver's tools proficiency and like maybe fabricate or two things around it? Huzzah!
Alright, well, here's the question. Do we want to go back through the portal to the floor with all of the drow, or do we want to keep going down on foot through places that we maybe haven't been to yet?
Yes, both.
Well, we can't do both.
What are you asking?
I'm asking if...
Where do we want to go?
Well, I'm asking if when we go back down, do we want to go to the castle and go back through the portal to where I was and where your character wasn't? Or do we want to just go down on foot?
Whatever.
Does anybody else have an opinion on this?
I vaguely remember some insane lady that was near a hermit, and I'm a bit worried about her. I would like to check up on her. Do you remember the fungus room?
Yeah, that was on the
Where
floor
there was-
above the one with the castle, right?
I don't recall. I'm pretty sure it was an early floor. It had to be before 5.
Yeah, well, I think we'll pass through there on the way back down to the castle, and potentially wherever we're going after that.
Yeah, because we went to a portal that had you had to stick something in it. What was it? A unicorn horn or something?
Maybe,
I'm
You
pretty
still have
sure.
unicorn horns here that we could just buy.
What was the question?
Do you think they would have a unicorn horn here that we can just buy?
Do you need it for something?
Well, you were
Oh,
mentioning
this
it
was a
as-
model of a unicorn. Yeah, this was a model of a
Unicorn
unicorn, I
horn
believe.
not a commodity that one typically finds around here, given that they come from, celestial good-aligned creatures.
knowing that thing, it's
During the
probably
black market.
a key that's somewhere on the floor. Because that's how the other ones have been, and stuff like that.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I think we're heading down, I guess, to the castle. Unless anybody wants to stop along the way.
Yeah, like I said, just that lady. I think it was a lady.
Yeah, that was in
I'd
the
like to
forest
check up on her.
So,
It was a fungus room. There was a friendly giant, and there was also a
yeah, that
super
wasn't the forest
guy.
level. That was
Yeah, this
below
was
there,
definitely before Castle.
or above. I don't know. Somewhere.
Well, because MKill got you took you guys through some rather different routes in order to get where you guys were able to get out. Do you guys remember the way you guys want to go back in?
Been through all of these floors on foot, so I should know the way through, right?
Yes, but Undermountain has changed a bit.
Oh. Well, if it's changed, then we just have to find our own way through, don't we?
Yep. I mean, to some extent.
so my sheet didn't save, and I don't remember what my name was, so I'm just gonna.
John Cena.
Do 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 do.
You know, I think I do have enough strength and constitution to play 2 recorders at the same time out of my nose. I could do that.
Well, I think we head off into Undermountain.
Yeah, do the thing. Do the magical tattoos for everyone willing. 12 temporary hit points.
Okie dokie. And you guys are descending back down in?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everybody mark off a gold piece.
Oh,
In your case, Lily, it's several gold pieces because of your goons.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Hello, Hayes.
Alrighty. And now then, you guys are going to attempt to find your way back to a deeper floor. Where are you trying to get to precisely?
It was after the floor with the spooky water where Mackerel died. It was just below that floor, I think. That's where you started reaching into fungus. There was a giant, and there was like a hermit alchemist man
Yeah, I think
selling
this
goods and kits.
the floor that you've given me a map of is the one with the river.
Okie dokie. In that case, give me who's leading the party?
Someone with very good wisdom. Someone that is not me.
Hold on, Mkill was going to use his divination to find our way down there, right?
No, I just asked what floor to make our target, and that's 23.
I'll take point, but I shouldn't be finding the path.
If anyone's proficient in map making tools, cartographer's tools, they should probably be the one.
I think
Otherwise,
I
it
am,
would
but
be someone proficient in survival.
Well, I'm not great at survival, but I'm not terrible at it.
-2.
Does somebody like guidance me or something? Or is this too long of a check for that to apply?
This is too long of a check for it to apply.
What are we doing? Sorry.
The leader of the
Navigate to a
party
certain
is
area of
making a
Undermount.
survival check.
I think I rolled well enough.
Okay.
Next time I think I will just be our navigator.
No, it didn't dump wisdom. Are you?
Yep. You guys are able to navigate your way down to the 4th floor with minimal difficulty. You guys encounter a couple, gricks, occasional odd and end as terms of monsters go, but you make it this far almost entirely unaccosted.
Acoustic.
Acoustic. No, I think there's definitely acoustics in here. There's definitely
Kuchimoya.
Well, this is I think this is the floor that had the two-headed giant, and I bought that really sketchy perfume.
That's right.
Yeah, that's where that happened.
Yeah, I think we go left and then we go straight for a bit. And then I think we take a left, but beware of rock monsters.
Things have changed, so we don't really know. Would you like to keep going? I think beyond this is the one that's like a forest, maybe.
Alright, yeah. So
The portal.
you guys go down a rough-hewed rock tunnel before it opens up into a cavern. This cavern is mostly composed of mossy paths running between patches of stout trilmac and a forest of towering zirkwood fungus, whose caps scrape the 40-foot-high ceiling.
Do these fungi look familiar?
Yes, you have seen trilmac and zirkwood before.
Okay. I would like to suss the stalagmites and stalactites that I see.
Okay. You call them sus.
Mm-hmm.
The crew is now watching them warily.
I think they're the imposter.
I'm sure there's at least one imposter in this area.
Metagaming.
Well, guys, I guess we just do our task and try to find the lady.
Do we remember how we got off of this, or how we came up to this floor when we came up here last time?
We descended deeper into the dungeon through a portal, if that's what you're asking.
It's in the castle, though, not here, right?
Yeah, descended elsewhere. I don't know what level it was. I forgot. I think it might have been that place with the ancient crypt that we could never find. Was it the king? Some king dude? And then when we got deeper from that floor, that's, I think, where the castle was. In any case, I vaguely remember us going east, and then I think northeast.
Well, okay, but how did we get back up to this level when we came up, though? Like, do we remember that?
That we never found out. We used M-Kill's route.
Yeah, but where did that take us, though? Like, is there a staircase? somewhere?
Shrugs. That DM.
It took you through various and nebulous routes
Okay.
that we might call the expanded dungeon. Basically, I am hand waving it for the purposes of you guys being able to get back to the surface without it turning into an absolute nightmare of me tracing all of the different routes you guys could have used due to the divination involved. So I kind of waved it as a divination was able to give you guys some kind of optimal travel path, which no longer exists.
Well, Mkill knows how to get to level 23, so maybe if we follow that way, then that will take us deeper.
He doesn't know how to get to 23, he just knows that all the cool shit is on 23. There is a difference.
That's right, okay. Well, never mind then. I guess we'll just have to find our own way down.
Speaking of which, does anyone here have the alert feat?
I bet the alert feed is no longer
Yes.
alert.
Yes.
Okay, so Under and Mr. both have the alert feat?
Yes.
Well, shit, that's a bummer.
I have a passive perception of 16.
Okie dokie. So yeah, as you guys are talking about your planned route, tentacles come down from the ceiling and attempt to grab M-Kill, Mackerel, whoever the hell Mister is playing, and Muroth. In that order. So, one second. So, Mackerel and Muroth, these are the attack rolls on you guys.
Yeah, that hits.
21 hits.
Alright.
I stepped away to use the head. We need to roll initiative.
We're
We're
about
getting to
to
that
in a
in a
moment,
second.
looks like.
And then
Oh.
M-Kill and Mister. Do those hit you? 17 on M-Kill and 28 natural 20 on Mister.
No, man, that misses.
Alright. Yeah, you guys are pulled up into the air a bit by what now looks to be a stalactite with a single horrid cyclopean eye and a mouth full of teeth. Everything and everybody roll initiative.
The ducker.
Gilbert, does that count as a surprise round?
Yes.
Is it too late to ask for the feral instinct and enter a rage attack normally on the first turn when surprised?
Isn't there a part of that feature that covers that?
That is the feature. Advantage
Yeah,
on
you can
initiative. I can enter a rage attack normally on the first turn when surprised at level 7 barbarian.
Yes. So you'd be able to do that while it grabs you.
Wonderful. How far is it?
20 feet away, currently up on the ceiling. It has lifted you and everyone else that was grabbed 20 feet in the air.
So it's within breaking range.
And I should specify, for those of you who have been grappled by the tendrils, you are also restrained. And grappled. Grappled and restrained. Restrained and grappled.
I would like to
Oh
break
my.
it.
If someone could put that in order for me.
So it starts with Spectre's initiative, right? The nat 20 and 9 plus 8 were 2 attack rolls.
I honestly don't know.
That sounds right to me. Yeah, it should be Spectre at 837 and then below.
Alright. Looks like everybody.
Okie dokie, Mr. or Rory, you are currently 20 feet up in the air, 20 feet away from this creature, pulling you towards its open mouth.
Okay, what can I do to get out of this?
What would you like to do?
Can I strike it?
What would you like to strike?
The tentacle that's got a hold of me.
Okay, yeah. Make an attack roll against the tentacle.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah. I gotta go look.
What?
Okay. Well, shit.
You are restrained. Those would be a disadvantage.
Oh,
Okay, so the first one's a nat 1. Do you have multi-attack?
no. I'm a warlock bard, so no.
Wait, then why'd you make 2 attacks in the first place?
Is this Eldritch
I thought I
Blast?
did, because I thought I did, but then I looked again and I don't.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, so either way, you swing ineffectively and do not strike a tentacle.
Rep. I should have done Eldritch Blast. It gets to attack.
Anything else?
Unfortunately, no, I am done.
Alright. Roth?
I would like to, as a bonus action, inform the party that the silly bastard has presented himself. Attack the enemy. So for the next round, where is that? Up to 10 creatures within 60 feet that can hear me gain advantage on attacks and saves until the start of my next turn. I will give that to everybody in the party.
Nani? Ooh, fancy.
Very nice.
And this thing's got a big mouth within reach, right?
Its big mouth is about 20 feet away.
Hmm.
I'm given the size of the creature, I guess more like 10, 15. Yeah, you could actually probably get it if you were able to reach about 10 or 15 feet.
Hmm.
Her.
Alright, plan B then. I'm gonna throw my javelins at its fucking eye.
Okie dokie. You're at disadvantage.
Now this ability doesn't say 10 other creatures, it just says 10 creatures. Would I be able to include myself with that?
Technicality.
Yeah, sure.
Beautiful.
What's it do again?
Advantage on attack rolls and saves for 1 round.
Cool.
Well, until the start of my next turn.
Yeah, it might be one of those features that got abbreviated by the sheet. We can look at the details later if needed.
I remember how to do martial things because this is a thing I do often. Haha. 21 and 12 to hit. I'm going to assume the 12 misses.
21 hits.
Alright, now I just need to find the damage for this thing. There it is. 9 non-magical piercing. And that is my turn.
Okie dokie. Lily?
So I see 2 stones with tentacles on them. Are they within 20 feet of each other?
No, you see a single stalactite with a big eye and drooling maw lifting your friends up to the ceiling.
Oh, I don't like that. That's very rude of that thing.
You tilted?
So I am mad. I said I knew it. I knew you were sus. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fuck it. I'll cast Synaptic Static. I need him to make a big brain save, please. This does succeed. He'll take half of that in psychic. And then I order my spooks to attack. How many hit?
1 hit.
Got 7 person. Mundane person. And that's it for me. I surround myself with my spooks. It's like a triangle.
Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright. Mackerel.
I'm getting sucked up into the air.
Yep, you are currently 20 feet off the ground, being pulled up by a tendril towards a horrid, drooling mouth.
Oh, that's not how that works. I shoot the mouth twice.
Are you shooting the tentacle or the creature?
Can I see the creature?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
Then yes, I do shoot the creature.
Okay.
Do I hit?
2 hits.
Alright, 5 damage.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Anything else?
Do I get to make a check to escape this or no?
No, you would have to attempt to do that with, like an action or something.
Oh. Yeah, then I can't do that.
It is physically holding on to you.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep doing that. That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. This guy's turn. Alright. He is going to wheel... Rory, what exactly do you look like?
He a bard. He human.
I'm a human bard, yes.
Okay.
No, he's an elf. He's a Shadowcar elf.
Okay, so he's going to attempt to pull Mackerel up and into its mouth and take a bite out of you.
I guess it doesn't like
That
those.
sounds very bad. Fucking hell.
We can't do anything to that.
Playing this game makes me want to have a Grave Cleric as a backup just for the ability to negate crits.
50
Oof.
piercing damage as its, horrid mouth tears into your flesh.
I'm with him.
What I miss?
The party's being eaten alive.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Snafu.
Snafu? More like snack.
It's all-
And then it's going to drop Maroth to the ground.
Oh, this cheeky bastard. He's doing the thing that monkeys do with turtles.
Hey, Underdark, fall damage is a D6 or D8 per 10 feet?
D10.
Oh, it's a D10, my apologies.
Oh, damn it, the D10? Holy
Oh,
shit.
wait, nope, sorry, D6.
I thought it was a
thinking
D6.
of something else. My
I
bad.
was about
It's a D6.
I was about to say, hot damn.
This is super drop damage.
Alright, and Maroth takes 8 bludgeoning damage as he hits the ground.
I'm fine.
Couldn't stand the yeet and the bawling. Was it? Not bawling. What do you call it? A yawl? A battle cry?
Alright, that'll be this thing's turn. Kyle?
What do I see on it?
You see a large-sized stalactite with a single cyclopean eye and a mouth full of horrid, piercing teeth.
Yeah, no. I'm going to toll the cold. It has to make a wisdom save. Alright, takes 14 cold damage.
Oof.
And, yeah, I'm just getting to some cover, and I'm good.
You are held off in its tentacles.
I'm in its tentacles?
Yes.
When I asked what do I see, that would have been useful to know.
my apologies. Yes, you are held aloft 20 feet in its tentacles.
Sorry, I must have missed a round or something somewhere because I did not know that.
Sorry.
That was a surprise round.
I'm alert. I don't get surprised.
He was flat on you.
Well, then next I'll just misty step to the ground and walk away. Fuck him.
Huzzah!
It looks at its empty tentacle very sad-like.
It should be sad. It's a stinky nerd head.
Sorry about that. I should have been clearer with description.
It's more my fault. I should have been paying attention better.
All
Anyway,
right.
that's it
So,
for me.
all right.
Guys, get into some cover away from this thing.
Alright, who's gonna get me out of this thing before it eats me?
Okie dokie. Salesman.
Okay, I'm gonna fire off a fairy fire at the ceiling where those stalactite monsters are. DC is 15.
Nice.
A dex save.
Against a huge rock person thing.
Sleuth, does your thing give advantage on just attacks, or is it saves as well?
All
Or-
attack
or-
rolls and saving throws.
But
for
it's
the
been
next
your
round.
turn.
No, not since I did it.
So that would be a flat roll because I'm restrained.
Yep.
Hey! No fairy fire for me.
Okie dokie. So the creature is now glowing. What color is it glowing, Spectre?
Let's go with a nice radiant pink.
All right. Anything else?
That'll be everything.
Okay. Mister or Rory, your turn.
Um. Well, you know what? Under had a good idea. I'm gonna do that too. Not exactly though.
I mean, you're currently in its tentacle, so
I'm not worried about that.
What's the thing you do?
I'm casting Thunderstep,
okay.
and I'm teleporting me and who else is up here with me
I'm getting eaten right now.
to the ground.
Doesn't the person have to be next to you?
Doesn't say.
One moment.
It says the creature has to be within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not within 5 feet of me?
Nope.
Okay, good then. I'm gonna teleport without him.
Okay.
Need a Constitution save from him.
Mm-hmm. 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 One second.
10 feet with me.
No, I'm having to check a specific. Yeah, easy.
Because if he's within 10 feet, my teammate, he needs to make a con save too.
No, your teammate's not within the 10 feet. I was mostly trying to figure out, would I make a con save for the tentacle? I'll go with yes.
Circle, so everything within 10 feet has to make one.
Yep. There's the save.
I believe that's a pass. Hang on, let me double check. You're saving. Yes, it is a pass. My saving is only 16, so he only takes half of this damage.
Okay.
And I teleport to the ground.
Okie dokie.
Over there by, because I can go up to 300 feet as long as I can see. I'm going to teleport over to where M-Kill is.
Alright.
It's a temperamental bastard, ain't it? Oh, that sound is also heard for 300 feet or 300 something.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So the
Interesting.
thunderous sound of that echoes through the caverns around you.
It's just an anomaly in the dungeon. Nothing to see here, folks.
Alright. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okie dokie. Maroth, you are prone on the ground.
I would like to get up. And is it possible with my 7-foot vertical to jump up and grab this thing?
It is not.
Alright. Then I will take out my short bow and just shoot it.
Alright.
Ranged attacks. $18 and $21 to hit.
One hit.
Oh, doesn't he have
7.
Fairy Fire actually on? I think.
Oh yeah,
have
you should have
advantage, right?
advantage.
Alright.
Alright, so that's 1 hit and 7 damage, so you have another attack.
One hit.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Mm-hmm. That does not hit.
Can
Anything?
people hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good.
Alright, anything else, Sleuth?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Lily?
This thing doesn't look bloody yet, does it?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll cast blindness, deafness, trying to blind it. I need a Constitution saving throw. This passes. The spooks fire.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
1 hit.
That's for 9 person damage. And that's it for me.
Alright, so I jump in here.
What?
Let's see, yeah, looks like it. Yeah, initiative 15.
All right. Yeah, someone tossing in there, and Drac.
So this thing has fairy fire on it.
Yep.
It also has me inside of it.
Yeah, it's currently eating his upper torso. Mackerel is clearly in a lot of pain. You can see him writhing from down there.
Well, I can't think of a better time to use Scorching Ray.
It's still like a good time for a Scorching Ray.
And this thing is not bloody, right?
Correct.
Just one of them?
Just
me.
one.
Alright, let's supercharge this. Scorching Ray at 4th level.
Okay, there we go. Hit, miss. Hit, miss.
I need to roll for the advantage.
Just roll it again then. Just again.
He didn't
Why-
put a 2d20. He just put
Yeah,
d20.
why didn't you just do 2d20?
Because I forgot it?
Okay.
Paste what you already pasted again.
Okay, hit, miss, hit, and miss.
He rolled misses on the exact same 2 ones.
Yep.
They're saying, even with advantage, I still can't get above 3 hits on Scorching Ray.
He's a very well-armored boy. His AC is like 20 or something.
Yeah. It just has good armor class. One of these days, you're going to land nothing but nat 20s on that thing.
The one turns into a 2, it's a 26.
It is now bloody.
How far away from it am I?
It is 35 feet up in the air. 35 feet. The cavern itself is 40 feet in the air. It's a large creature.
I'd like to walk 30 feet away from it.
Okay.
And now I'm done.
Okie dokie. Mackerel, I believe it's your turn.
Alright, I believe I'm being eaten. Does anything happen to me because of that, or am I still just restrained?
It just took a bite out of you. You're
okay.
currently still just restrained in a single tentacle.
Am I like inside the thing's mouth still, or am I just there?
The you being in its mouth is more of a flavor text thing. Functionally, you're just restrained, and it took a bite out of you.
But like restrained where? Am I still several feet below it, or am I right in front of its mouth?
Oh, you're right in front of its mouth. Like you're within 5 feet.
Gilbert, you're gonna hate this. Do you know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Take a wild guess.
Misty Step.
Are you gonna blow yourself up in a glorious kamikaze?
You know, that was the first idea, but then I came up with a better one. I'm gonna cast Wall of Force and enclose it in a sphere going up into the ceiling. And I'll do that such that it like cuts through both my body and the tentacle. And the fun thing about that is when you cast Wall of Force and it goes through a creature's space, you get to choose which side they go to. And I would like to choose to be on the bottom while the roper gets to be inside the sphere.
You were correct. I do fucking hate this. Well, apparently I know how to burn your high-level spell slots at this point. Alright. Yeah, you throw up a wall of force, shunting yourself to one side and the creature to the other. You begin falling.
Okay. I don't think I'm high up enough that I would. Do I hit the ground?
Yeah.
Or?
At least 25 feet up in the air. Probably.
You were 40 feet, if I remember right.
The ceiling's 40.
Do I land yet, or no?
Yeah, 1 second. You take 13 bludgeoning damage as you thump onto the ground. What?
I said acceptable.
Indeed.
Do I still have my movement?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that I'm prone.
You're correct.
Okay, I'll spend half my movement standing up, and then I'll spend the other 15 feet, I guess, running back the way we can, because that's the only safe path. And who was? See, somebody was like shooting arrows at it or something. Who was that?
I was, and Roy was actually. Roy was the one. Yeah.
Let's give a bardic to Rory then, and that will be my turn.
Shooting arrows at it. I was trying to hit it with my sword when it had me, and then I couldn't.
I'm tripping. I'm sorry. It was Murdoch. I'm sorry.
I teleported, so then I teleported from it down to the ground.
I was thinking of a barbarian, and I was like, yeah, Rory sounds like a barbarian name, and there's Murdoch right there.
Yeah, article Murdoch.
Well, actually, no, I'm just not going to do that.
Is it Murath? Murath?
Anyway,
Go with whatever your little heart desires.
M. I'm gonna M.
It's the M Squad Mac rule. I'm killed, Marath.
Our chant of strength.
Well, anyway, I'm done with my turn.
Alright, well. Here's my next question. Are you guys going to continue to be in initiative, or are you going to leave initiative?
Well,
I mean,
I'm just going to toll the cold of it until it dies.
You're told the dead.
I'm gonna Etheridge blast it.
You
so.
have told the dead. I have told the cold.
I don't think you can.
Actually, I am curious. Can you do that without using a leveled spell slot?
Can you told the dead?
Huh?
No, total the cold, like changing around types of damage.
I thought you could just do that. Oh, apparently not. Huh. That's interesting.
Well, if we're out of initiative, I'm just going to toll the dead it until it's no longer alive.
Same.
I also do the thing. I'm tolling the dead.
Well, I don't have
God
toll the
damn it.
dead, so I do Etheridge blast.
I start.
You cannot hit it with Eldritch Blast through the Wall of Force.
Correct. If what your launch has if it's a projectile of any kind, be it arcane or physical, it cannot strike the creature as it is reflecting off the wall of force.
Would create bonfire work. That might be a cantrip they have.
Vicious mockery. How about that?
That works.
Well, it doesn't matter because we have.
So long as nowhere in the text does anything indicate that the spell is traveling from a point A to point B. So something like Vicious Mockery, which is entirely, auditory, that's fine. Like Fireball, for example, you could not get into a wall of force because it specifically says that a, bead of fire flies from your hand to a point you can see, so it would impact on the surface of the field.
Cool.
So yeah, you guys spend the next couple of minutes tolling the dead and mocking it viciously. It sounds like it's Christmas in here.
Ding dong, the
With
bitches get
angry bell ringing people. Salvation Army. You sound like a bunch of angry Salvation Army folk.
ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee.
I was thinking of the
Pushing
Undertaker
through
with
the
this.
snow, the fuck out of my way. Something, 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 something. I don't know the rest of the angry song.
Also, I need a
Laughing
moment. They just
way.
turned off the lights I was using to read. One
Yeah,
moment.
this Merry fucking Christmas. Hope you're gonna eat some beef and best given this is.
I have a quick question. It can hear us, so that means sound travels through it. Does that mean thunder damage can get through it?
No.
Thunder damage is basically sound damage.
Don't exploit the system.
I don't have any thunder damage spells. I'm just curious.
You know, I have what you call it, so I was thinking that too. I have
It says it's immune to all damage.
thunder, whatever wave or whatever it is.
The wall is immune to all damage, which means it doesn't take damage.
It also says nothing can physically pass through the wall.
So that means sound cannot pass through it, actually.
Yeah, no sound and no magic projectiles or other projectiles.
Alright, yep. There is no sound that can pass through it. There we go.
Okay, so then I can't do vicious mockery.
It's a very interesting
Correct.
way to soundproof a room for a minute.
Correct. You cannot vicious mockery it.
Oh, then I'm just gonna stand there and cuss it anyway, while everybody else throws stuff at it, because I don't have any spells that can go through a wall of force.
Now that raises a question. Are we sure that Toll the Dead goes through Wall of Force?
Toll the Dead doesn't say they have to be able to hear you.
Yep, it just says one
Okay.
creature within range that you can see.
That's good.
Yeah, you have to be able to see them,
That
that's
is
it.
good. Okie dokie.
Wait. Photons are physical. How do they?
They're not-
Oh god.
Photons do not have mass, I think. Is that right?
You see,
Photons have mass?
This is D&D land. Different rules. You can't apply science to this.
guys,
making too much
light
sense.
is both a wave and a particle, and I'm the dungeon master. Shut the fuck up and move on.
Well, we'll
We
now
can
be
do rope
recreating the double
regardless.
slit experiment with walls of force.
Yeah, look. The way magic and physics works in Dungeons and Dragons
They
is
don't.
correct.
It just does.
Exactly. If you start using if you cast a lightning bolt underwater, it works the way a normal lightning bolt works. It doesn't get any kind of weird shit.
Yeah. If you shine the light cantrip through a wall of force and stand on the other side, you can see the light, but if you place an arcane eye in the path of the light, then the light stops going through.
My head hurts. Can we find that lady that we were trying to find?
Look, magic works very
There's
simply.
no we in that. I think you're the only one who wants to find her.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to find that lady.
I just want to see how she's doing.
I want to not be dead. Can you heal me?
Yeah, sure.
Being dead isn't that bad.
You haven't
It's
done
awfully
it.
inconvenient dying. Anyone else get hit?
Nope.
Yes, but I don't remember how much.
Alright, I'm no longer bloodied, but I'm still in pretty bad shape. I could... If anybody else has healing, I could use that. Like,
It's
Well,
all
you
good
guys-
for you.
Well, you guys handle healing. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Alright. Alright, that'll do it for now.
I mean, unless anyone's bloodied, I'm not going to heal anyone else unless they ask for it.
I was bloodied before you healed me, now I'm almost back up to full.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
don't
this
remember
is-
how much damage he did at the beginning when he grabbed me. So
He did 50 damage in one hit to me. I would have been a lot worse if you hadn't given me that extra hit points.
So the grab didn't do any damage.
then
It's
he
the
never,
chomp.
Yeah, the grab doesn't do damage, it's the chomp.
Then he
that
never
does damage.
chomped me. He never chomped me, so I'm still full. Because I tried to hit him the first time, and the next time he chopped on you, and then I teleported away. So I'm still at full.
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty
so everyone
embarrassing,
else is
like,
okay.
almost dying to a Half-Life barnacle. That's not a good way to go.
I'm kind of surprised it went for the scrawny bard guy and not the dwarf that's made out of meat and muscle.
Yeah.
They thought, I guess, the easiest
Oh, I couldn't
to
look
get.
at you.
Yet.
Well, I look
Solid
like I'm
dwarf
made out
that
of
weighs
meat.
about 400 pounds. Dwarves are
Only
fuckers.
only 340. Yeah, 340.
And they're half the size, but they weigh damn near the same weight. Actually, they're a little heavier. But it's okay. Most of that is beard.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't mention this when before we set out, but me and Lily and Drac all have death warrant.
Oh, cool.
Oh, lovely.
Like before.
I have
I'm
returned.
prioritizing people who I know better with that. In case
I
you're
think my
wondering.
next character is going to be a true healer. That's all he's going to do is heal.
Oh my, good luck with that.
Heal and buff. No attack spells.
I don't know if we need that. That's kind of. Well, actually, I gave Mackerel a lot of attack spells, didn't I?
I mean, I've already started. He's a sorcerer that knows, so he can double cast cures, and he's an empowered, so they all do double. They do advantage damage. They do advantage.
All right, so what are you guys going to do?
If the place I want to go is not very far from here, I would start heading there. If everything doesn't look familiar, if nothing looks familiar, then I would defer to where the party goes. I want to find that whammon.
Why do you want to find that woman so much?
No, I just want to see how she's doing. You know, a little concerned about her. For her, seemed to not be herself, or maybe she was herself and she's insane. I don't know.
Well, I guess we keep looking around on this floor for either a path downward or an archgate.
Plan to me.
All right, yeah. As you guys begin exploring down a couple of the corridors, retracing your steps, you come across a cavern with a mossy floor, and you can see kind of lying next to a boulder what looks to be a human mage in tattered black and gray robes.
Do I
Just-
recognize?
Look familiar?
Under you don't recognize her, Lily. She does look familiar.
I'll wave and say, "Hey, how you doing?"
She does not respond.
Is this
Does
the woman that you were
Is her
looking
body
for?
language like completely stiff?
Make a perception check. Yeah, she looks pretty still at 30 feet away.
Hey, are you okay? I'd start approaching. Oh god, I can't help myself.
No response, no movement.
Because I'm gonna get within 5 feet. I'm gonna try to like. Does she look like her chest is like? Does it look like she's breathing?
It does not.
I put my hand around her neck, check her pulse.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh, would you let me do the healer's kit tool proficiency check?
We'll just go with medicine.
Because there's a big difference between my ability to heal and my ability to diagnose.
That's concerning.
Mm-hmm.
You are one medical malpractice away from losing your fucking license.
What license?
I was with a coven of witches. There was no healer among us. I picked up a trade because no one else wanted to.
You know, the skin's clammy, the body's cold, you're not feeling anything. Man, she must be really relaxed right now.
She looks like... I've been around death so much. She's probably cut the oof. I have no fucking clue how long it's been.
She's dead as fuck.
Yeah, I have no clue how long it's been, though. Shit. Well, I loot her belongings.
Oh, is this why you wanted to make sure she was okay?
I didn't expect this. This is unfortunate. Fuck. I remember she was trying to look for someone. I vaguely remember, and I tried to look around her belongings for anything useful and or helpful to what she was. Dead's dead.
You find what looks to have once been a spell book, which is damaged beyond all legibility.
Yeah. Was it scrawling scribbles everywhere? Some eldritch spooky shit?
That and blood. And feces. And phlegm. And more blood.
This poor tormented soul.
And dirt.
No, my prestidigitation will make this okay.
Correct.
Anything else in her place? I assume she had a hut or something.
There is no hut.
Not even a tiny one.
Nope.
Is there anything in her pockets?
Lint and dirt.
Well, shit, that's unfortunate.
And some mushrooms.
I'll leave them be. Probably
Looks
for
like gang
best.
violence.
Sprinkled some mushrooms on.
What do you know? It's smacked, Jack.
Oh, we better keep moving.
Yeah. Should we... Are we just going to go through the rooms again, or should we be rolling survival?
Well, if you guys roll another survival.
I'll
Did you want
I'll
me
do
to
it
do
this
that?
time. You might be better at it.
If you can divinate again.
Whoever has the best bonus.
I have a +2.
It's better than that.
And, oh, there we go. Alright. I probably should have asked ahead of time, what exactly are you guys looking for?
Right now I'm just trying to find a path
Yeah,
back
the way
to
down
castle.
to floor 23 where all the cool shit is, from what divination told me.
Okay. Yeah, you guys managed to navigate your way down a couple of winding tunnels, past some, week and a half dead deriders. They're really beginning to stink. And you guys reach an archway.
While we're passing the Driders, I'd just like to give them that good old double tap with the great axe, just to make sure they don't get back up. Not going to put any real time into it, just as we're passing.
Do we recognize any of... Or, wait, no. Do I recognize the Archgate? That's what I'm asking.
Wait, hold up. You're... What are you doing, Sleuth?
Just double tapping these Riders with the great axe as we're passing by. Not holding the party up, just giving them a double tap and walking on.
Squish the head and then go on.
Alright, yeah. You kind of walk up to one of these driders to double tap, and you cave its head in. You see A
Oh,
pair
fuck.
of large centipedes burst from the corpse and lunge towards you. Everyone roll an ish.
Also, surprised Pikachu face. I thought that was gonna be what are those things? Intellect Devour?
Oh my god, no, I'm not using that on you guys, Under. Oh my god.
That would have been hilarious, though, because it did dump intelligence.
What in the nine hells is that? Is that a Mind Flayer
Flying.
tadpole?
It looks like a flying polyp.
That's exactly what it is.
It would appear Slashbot is ripping Pepsi.
Slashbot failed its survival check.
Bangbot is the way, guys. How long have I been saying this? It is the only way.
Bangbot is heresy.
I'm
You
gonna
know-
ban Bangbot.
Which bot gave me all those really good rolls on Saturday?
It is
Pretty
the
sure
one with the
that's Flash.
exclamation.
Was it?
Don't listen.
Was it Hashbot?
I don't know. It was just giving me a lot of nat 20s.
Is Hashbot the one that makes us hash browns in the morning? I like that one.
We have a third bot.
We never talk about that bot, though.
It's only legal to use that bot in some states.
It's legal to use any bot in Oregon.
Even that bot? You know,
Hashbot.
that
Yeah,
bot.
they recently decriminalized it.
Yeah, psilocybin.
Oh my, I'm gonna have to visit Oregon for reasons.
Hashbot is still illegal here under the Assault Bots ban.
Lily, it's your turn.
It's my computer, I'll do what I want. Oh, giant centipedes. How far away?
20 feet.
Good. I'd like to back up more. And get my spooks with me. Far. The spooks far. They're 2 centipedes?
Indeed.
Yeah, so I'll firebolt and spooks will fire.
No hits.
That's firebolt.
Hit.
For 12 fire damage.
It dies.
Okay. Back away my full movement if I can, if the room allows. If not, at least 35 feet, where I break line of sight if I have to. That's fine. This concludes my turn.
Alright, mackerel.
How far away are these tadpole things?
What?
The centipedes.
Yeah, whatever they are. Centipedes. tadpoles.
Centipedes. The image posted was posted by Under. You guys are not fighting flying polyps. I am a merciful DM.
How far away are the
That's some
centipedes?
definition of the word.
I mean, being you've killed me multiple times, you know, I beg to differ with that statement.
Well, we haven't faced a TPK yet. TPK.
Well,
I
not
do have
yet.
hope.
Wait, so, but how far away are they, though? Gilbert?
30 feet.
Okay. That's far enough. And there's how many?
One left.
Oh, okay. Does the 16 or the 20 hit?
They both hit.
Does it live?
The first few segments of that thing are completely vaporized. It is dead. You guys are out of an ish.
Alright, well, good job, everybody. Hey, Marath, don't do that.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen? More centipedes?
What, you want him to get back up later?
If we're not going to be here later, yes. I would much rather them get back up later.
Duly noted.
So do we just continue on our way?
Yeah, to the
think so.
archway.
Yeah, we found an archway, didn't we?
Yes, you guys indeed did find an archway.
Is this the one with the unicorn thing?
Well, you come across one of the archways. Carved into the arch are 6 stone niches, each one containing a small stone figurine that weighs 1 pound. The figurines represent a black dragon, an umber hulk, an owl bear, a minotaur, a manticore, and a unicorn.
I play with them for like
Respectively.
6 seconds.
Hold on. We need to be careful with this.
Oh no, the unicorn! It's about to get eaten by the owl bear. Oh, but the unicorn dashes here, and then I put the horn in the slot.
The portal opens.
Okay, just as a sanity check, do I remember doing this before?
Yeah, we did this before.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but the way back up is a different challenge entirely. We had to go to M-Kill's route doing that.
And Lily, do we remember where this goes?
This goes
No.
to the same floor where there was some king buried or something. We were trying to find out the real king's crypt so we could open some double doors that kept on pimp slapping us with Big B's hand.
The place with the castle.
That's a floor after that, I want to say.
Okay.
Like, when we get deeper, I think that's the one.
Well, yeah, this one just like skips over the forest floor, right?
Unclear.
Well, it skips over that and whatever else is between there.
All right.
Or we would know what's between there because we've been there on foot now, haven't we?
Presumably, but I don't know.
All right.
No, you guys haven't. You were able to go from this floor. Wait, hold the fuck up.
Talking about when we came back up, because we came back up by going through the castle, and then, if I remember correctly, we did not go through any gates after that. We just walked all the way back up.
Okay, no. Okay. Hold on, let me straighten out what occurred here. Okay. So, you guys were in the castle and went from the castle through some caves into that dwarven king's tomb kind of place. From there, you guys portaled back the way to where you guys just were and wandered your way through some various corridors that Under's character was able to show you and get back to the surface.
So what floor did we portal to?
You just left floor 4.
Okay, so the floor that we portaled to before we started letting M-Kill navigate is this floor, which is the floor that we're on currently?
Correct.
Okay. This is not the same portal?
No, this you guys have gone out of this one and through this one.
Oh, okay. All right,
Or out and in. You guys have gone both ways on this one.
We have.
Let's go then.
Okay, so where are you guys attempting to go now?
Well, I think the next thing we would try to go to is the castle, because this one goes out into the level with the Ember Hulks, right?
It sounds reasonable. Let's do the thing.
I just realized part of my confusion. A couple of the floors here are interconnected with each other and you don't have to go linearly. Okay, that explains my confusion. Okay, all good. Alright, so you guys are going to try to go to Otto's castle?
Sure.
Okay, give me another survival check.
I help him with that.
He has already made the roll.
Fair enough.
Okie dokie. So you guys start following your steps, and you eventually reach a 30-foot wide and 80-foot long room, in the middle of which is a 10-foot wide, 30-foot long, and sufficiently deep pit that you don't see the bottom.
Does this look familiar to us?
Kind of. It's near where the floor goes back down again.
This is what I think is my understanding of how these floors work.
It might be. There could be more things around the question marks. I have no clue.
The question marks represent an unknown number of floors.
Yeah. I vaguely remember sending my familiar through a portal and it was swamps, and I said, nope, fuck that. In any case, do we recall just going around this pit to continue?
You guys know that you have been here before. You guys are drawing a bit of a blank on where you're supposed to be going from here. You can see a passageway of a shattered stone door to the north of you, a corridor to the east, and then what looks to be a room to the southwest.
Have we been to the room to the southwest before?
You don't think so.
This might have changed.
Her.
Well, I guess we just gotta explore that.
Yep. What's the rule? We keep on going left?
Yeah.
Have we gone left?
You said there was another path, right? That doesn't involve going over the pit.
So, going north and going east would take you past the width of the pit. To go to the southern room would take you past the length of the pit.
Which way did we come from?
You came from the west.
So we can go east or west or north.
Well, you came from the west. Your options are door that's shattered to the north, hallway to the east, and room to the southwest.
We pick the hallway?
Sure, let's do that. Good as any to me.
Yeah, always.
Alright. You follow the hallway. Walk about 30 feet and it turns. Right in front of you, you can see a rough-hewn tunnel dug into the eastern wall, and 20 feet away to the south is a closed door. Was I holding down the push to talk key for that?
I heard
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
Fuck it, let's go for the door.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sure, there's good stuff behind doors.
Alright, you approach the door.
I'll
All
check
right.
it for traps.
Make investigation check. There are no traps that you detect.
I open the door.
All right, you open the door. Inside of this 30-foot by 50-foot room, you can see black marble benches standing in the middle of a marble-tiled room. Alcoves in the west and east wall, each recessed 10 feet, have rusted iron shower heads protruding from the ceilings. A rusty pole chain hangs near each shower head, and each
There are people
alcove
here.
each alcove has drain holes in the floor.
It look recently used?
Um,
Like, is there condensation, moisture?
make an investigation check. You do notice a bit of moisture. There is rust forming, as you can see.
Any particular one, or is it all of them?
All of them.
Hmm. Why do I feel like this is a puzzle where we gotta like pull the right levers at the same time, or in a sequential order?
I don't know. Can I search for any like evidence of a secret door that would be unlocked if we were to do something like that?
Okay, give me an investigation check. All right. So you begin poking around, and while you're attempting to figure out if these go anywhere, you end up pulling on the chain a little too hard. Cold water starts coming out of the shower head, and you can see that a rather substantial part of the water is draining east into the wall and out of sight.
Interesting.
Well, that's interesting.
Meaning to the wall and out of sight. Like,
Is
it
the
going
floor noticeably unlevel so that the east end is lower than the north, south, and west? Or does it seem like there's another reason the water is flowing that way?
So the floor here does look a little bit unlevel, but it did not rapidly move over to that wall. It took a little bit of the water building up before it spilled out in that direction.
Is the wall hollow there?
Are you tapping it or something?
Yeah.
Well, wait, then where's the water
Okay.
going? Like,
So some of it is going down the drain, but you do see more of it just kind of accumulating in a smaller than it should be quantity up against the wall.
um, maybe there's a crack there?
Can I do like a sounding of the wall using stone cutting or something?
Can also stick a pole.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, so you're gonna try sounding the wall with stone cutting and make usage. Okay, both of you are trying to do the same thing. One of you roll with advantage. Whoever one.
Go.
I'm sorry. We'll go with just investigation. M-Kill, you can also. Do you get a bonus for using a tool proficiency there? Or is this just your dwarven, like, racial knowledge?
I am proficient with Mason's tools, and I have the stone cutting racial trait.
Alright. Yeah, you can use the stone cutting tool skill if you'd like. Also, factor that into the DLC. Not DLC.
Downloadable content.
The DC.
Now Gilbert's sinister monetization plan takes effect.
To unlock this secret door, please pay the DM $1.
Look, guys, look. The Dragon's Hoard, it's not full of microtransactions, it's full of surprise mechanics. You pay me $10 and I roll a dice.
To unlock.
Yes, there does seem to be a secret door built into this part of the shower wall.
I open the door.
Alright. One moment. Okay. Inside of this semicircle room, you can see facing the door where you guys have just opened is an 8-foot tall statue of a pig-eyed male dwarf sitting on a throne. 8 gemstones are embedded in the stone rings on the dwarf wears on its steepled fingers. In front of the statue is a 10-foot deep open pit whose bottom is set. Okay, yeah, you guys can see this from here. Okay, which is set would look to be spring-loaded iron jaws, around which are chunks of rock and dwarven bones.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'd like to carefully advance into the room, checking for traps, and then I'm going to check the statue for traps. And then after noting the order of gems on the statue, I'm going to pry them out.
I'm gonna check out down there, that 10-foot area. I'll go and get a rope and have some spooks, hold the rope for me while I go down there and check.
I'm staying in the shower room while these people get themselves killed.
Ventured, nothing gained.
I've been down here long enough to know how this
Actually,
goes.
Is there like 1,000 bear traps over here? Is that what you described to me? Because I would like to shoot those things before going down. The ones I can see anyway.
No, there's just a big bear trap. Also, M-Kill, make a religion check for me really quick.
Okay.
This looks like it might be a shrine to Abathor, the dwarven god of greed.
Uh-huh.
That is all. So you're looting all the dwarven god's greed shit?
After
Nothing
I check
possible.
the traps.
Alright. Make investigation check. You do not spot any traps.
What are the order of gems on his hands?
The rings are 2 sardonyxes, 2 zircons, an amethyst, 2 garnets,
Hold on, you are going way too fast. I'm writing down this order. So,
Sorry.
Zarkons, or something. Literally, I got none of that.
I'm sorry. 2 sardonyxes.
Okay.
2 zircons.
Okay.
ZIR cons. An amethyst. 2 garnets.
Okay.
A spindle. Or, sorry, a spinel. Sorry, spinel.
Is it red?
It's spelled Spinel.
Yeah,
So it's like that
the
Resident
color of it.
Evil red color.
It's a Dwarf Fortress joke. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I was going to say I have no idea what the material looks like. And a tourmaline.
All right, great. After I note the order, I proceed to pry them all out.
Do we know gold value for these things?
Once I have them out, I will evaluate how much they are worth.
All right. The sardonyxes are 50 GP each. The zircons are 50 GP each. The amethyst is 100 gold pieces. The 2 garnets are 100 gold pieces each. The spinel is 100 gold pieces. And the tourmaline is 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
There you go.
We got 7 party members, and it sounds like 700 gold piece value of stuff. Each gets 100 gold piece worth.
Funny, I recall a bunch of them saying, we're not going to go in there because they're just going to get themselves killed.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. I'm willing to pay that. If you want to split that 6 ways, that's open to me.
I really don't care. I was just making a joke.
Alright, well, I'll take that tourmaline.
I like an amethyst. I think I actually might need that for a spellcasting material component. Or was it an onyx? I'll take the amethyst anyway, if you don't mind.
That's fine. Simple. I'll just keep a garnet then. So let's see. Lily grabbed the amethyst. Who grabbed something else?
I took the tourmaline.
You took the tourmaline. So Macro grabbed the tourmaline.
Don't get a
We'll give the
spiral.
2 sardonyxes to Maroth. We'll give the 2 zircons to Drac.
That would use 1 garnet.
We'll give a garnet to Rory and a garnet to the salesman. I'll keep the spinal, actually.
Wait, what did you take originally?
One of the garnets, it's fine.
Praise be the DM for easy to break treasure distribute.
It's
Huzzah.
like treasure that doesn't weigh anything.
Oh, he could have been difficult about it. He could have been like, this one's worth 29 gold. This one's worth 15. That's worth 7, but there are 10 of them.
Each one is worth 59 electrum.
Oh, no. It's not, they're not going to be 59 electrum. They're going to be 69 electrum, and there's going to be 420 of them.
Not nice. That's the
All
opposite.
right.
No, that's mean. That's nicer than I would have done. I would have done all prime numbers so that they can't be easily divided up.
Oh god, you're a monster.
Like 17 different gems, all of them worth 31 gold pieces.
You're so mean. Oof. All right. Oh, I'm not sure if I said, but I did want to go down that hole and see what's down there. Move some stuff around.
Okie dokie, yeah, you go down there and you can see very clearly a very shiny metal peg leg.
Ooh. Oh, Hold on. There's no way this is a trap. I take the thing.
Okay, you place your hand on the mithril peg leg. As you lift it up,
I hear the sound of a wood chipper starting down there.
Come on.
you experience a mild case of indigestion from the anxiety of going down this hole. Other than that, everything's fine.
Well, it's because of the pause you made. I was like, oh Christ, there's going to be an animated bear trap. It's going to fuck me so hard. I leave before that actually happens. Fuck this shit.
There's a pregnant pause, but the test turned up negative.
The character dies of worry.
That's
Oh,
what I love.
man.
That's why I love the pregnant pause. Sometimes it's because there's shit I'm about to read to you. Other times it's just because I'm fucking with you.
So how heavy is this thing?
Yes.
One sec.
I think Mithril's actually known for being lightweight.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if the weight actually changes. One sec.
Well, which is heavier, a pound of iron or a pound of mithril?
This is a trick question.
Interesting. So apparently, Dungeons and Dragons does not have a weight for mithril.
Strange.
Get back to you on that.
Like,
Wait.
if we made that out of Underdark, approximately speaking, if we had made a peg leg about maybe a foot in height out of iron or steel, and let's say it's about, I don't know, inch, 2/3 of an inch thick. About how heavy would that be?
That would be about 5 pounds.
Okay, this peg leg weighs about 2.5 pounds.
Neat. It's like a club.
I don't know if I call it a club.
Well, it looks like a wand.
Yeah,
Feels like a wand.
looks like a very thick wand.
Mm-hmm. To bludgeon someone with this, I bet.
That, or it's a mithril dildo. Who knows?
Hey, I mean, anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Though I don't know about this. This has been down there for God knows how long. I prestidigitate it. Well, if we ever come across more mithril, maybe we can make something out of this. But for now, I'll just stow it away and let the party know, hey, found some peg leg.
Can I search the statue for a hidden compartment?
Yeah, make an investigation check. Yeah, so you're investigating it, and you notice something. There is a fault line right at the base of the head, effectively, right where it connects with the neck underneath the beard. And it looks like it's hinged at what would be the base of the skull.
Alright. I open it.
Alright, you lift up the head. Inside of the what is now headless neck stump, as you roll the head back, is a large button.
Hey, actually, doesn't this, Oh no, that was actually the first character that got oofed. Never mind.
A large button.
Does it say press me? Does it say don't press?
It is painted red, if that helps.
Is it fist sized?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Is it fist sized?
A dwarven fist, yes.
Well, it turns out I am in fact a dwarf. And I make a fist. And I smash that button.
Squeeze!
Alright, you smash the button. The door that you guys opened to get here slams shut, and dark metal struts move across it, sealing the door. same way you would like a safe. It is at that point that the room begins to rumble,
The secret door?
and on
I
the
have a bad
ceiling,
feeling about this.
a set of 4 different tiles open up, and you can see light emerging from them as molten lava begins to pour into the room.
Yeah. So this door that got closed is the secret door from the showers, right?
Correct.
So I see this
Quick.
closed from the inside.
Wall of force.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the panel version of the Wall of Force, which is 10 by 10 panels. And as long as they're contiguous, I'm just going to make it basically block all the holes with them.
You cover the ceiling in a force field.
Wall of force is so overpowered.
It was so fucking broken.
Out of curiosity, do you leave enough space between the wall of force and the rock that it kind of fills up the ceiling above you, or are you like plugging up the holes directly?
I plug up the holes.
Had to ask. All right, the holes are now plugged. The room is still illuminated by the lava, though.
So I see the secret door, close from the outside.
Correct.
Does it go back to how it was before?
It looks pretty normal. You did hear the sound of like large beams. You know what sound a safe makes
Where it makes that ratcheting sound.
Exactly. You hear that and the clank of what's like struts sealing the door shut.
Even so, I would like to open it the same way I just saw them do. Or attempt to, anyway.
All right. The door does not budge.
I guess I gotta get new friends again.
I used the Wand of Secrets. What's the nearest, let's see. Nearest secret door trapped within 30 feet of me. It's the button, isn't it?
Well, it depends. Where are you standing in the room?
As soon as that shit happened, I go to MKill. Yeah, I'm like right next to MKill.
Yeah, it's a button.
Yeah, god damn it. Do you think pressing it again would make it worse, MKill?
Yes. Yes, I do.
What do we do?
We leave. So I go over to that door. Now there's a gap at the bottom to let the water through, right?
There is.
How big is that gap?
Let me pull up my ruler really quick. About 1 to 3 millimeters.
Okay, it matters. Which is it?
I'll go with the average 2 millimeters.
Perfect. And I look at Lily, and I say, well, we have a way out.
I also have a way out. I just forgot I had a gaseous form on me.
Oh, that's good. Will that work for both of us, or do I have to do my own thing?
I can do it twice. Just keep concentration, please, for the love of God, on that thing.
That's good, yes.
Let me know when you get to the other side, because I can't do more than one.
Sure.
Is it just us in here?
Looks like it.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll cast a gaseous form on MKill.
I whisk my way to the other side. And I reform. I believe can I turn back solid in gaseous form? Or do I have to
I
wait for the
don't
spell to end?
believe so.
Oh, wait. Let's see.
The spell ends if you drop to 0 hit points, and you're a misty cloud with all your stuff for the duration.
Oh, we can't talk or manipulate objects. Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, it's clear that you're the other side now,
yes,
right?
it's clear that I'm on the other side.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna drop the spell, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And then I look at the spooks. Fuck. Guess what? I'm gonna cast this 3 more times. I give the spooks orders to get to the other side.
What's the casting time of gaseous form?
It's 1 action.
Oh, okay. Just making sure we're not going to run out of.
God.
We're not going to run out of time on Wall of Force. That would be bad.
Yeah, and then after they get to the other side, I get to the other side with gaseous form.
That
was close.
It's like our reform's like, sorry guys, we lost Lily as I, turn off concentration.
I'm at a 3rd level spell slots.
Now this is how you drain the party of resources.
You are a danger.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I have a rod about on it. Like I'm doing that. Whenever someone like uses both hands to grab a bat or something, I do that motion very proudly, trying to mask my fear. Where to next, guys? Also, I can't hear you, Drago, if you're talking.
You can't.
Oh man, he's got some sick guitar licks we can listen to while I DM and slaughter the party one of these days.
Well, guys,
Alright.
got mostly spent. Where to next? Out of here, right? Please, out of here.
Yeah, we get out of here.
Yeah, I'd like to leave here. That was exhausting.
Alright. Well, because I am actually the worst at describing when other doors exist, there's the door you guys came in on the north wall and then the door on the south wall.
You
Let's
know,
go check that one out.
Yeah, go on ahead, MKill.
I swear to God, I need to fucking describe the other doors before I forget they exist. Alright.
So I'll check it for traps.
Roll that investigation.
I'm gonna tell the spooks to stay here in this room this time.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
MKill's taking his time, making sure that this door is not trapped.
Yeah, I would like him to please take his time.
He's wiggling the hand a little bit.
I affix a breaching charge.
Alright, yeah, you're pretty sure the door is not trapped.
I open the door.
Okie dokie. Alrighty, so inside of this room, you see sorry about that. Okay, where was I? Alright.
We open the door.
Yeah, you see heat going from vents built into the sides of an 8-foot tall, 5-foot diameter, cylindrical copper tank in the middle of this room. I should clarify this is a big circular room. A copper pipe extends upward from the tank and disappears into the ceiling. A small iron wheel protrudes from the wall just inside of this door. It's like 5 feet ahead of you. And black marble benches hug the walls at the edges of this circular room. It's very warm in here, and very steamy.
This is connected to the shower. Well, that's where we just came from, right?
Was this like a jacuzzi or something? What are we looking at?
Can I make a Tinker's Tools check or something to figure out what the fuck it is we're looking at?
Of course.
The ambience in here is great.
Did we wander into the spa level of the dungeon?
Yeah, so it looks like what you're looking at there is a heating tank.
Huh. Is there coal or something under it?
There is not.
Magic. Probably.
Yeah, I'll do a detect magic ritual. Fuck. Is this some magic kettle?
You do not detect any magic.
Peculiar.
From that tinker check, do I think that the wheel is somehow connected to the kettle?
You think that seems reasonable?
All right.
You know, this could be a lead cylinder thing, so there might actually be magic inside.
I turn the wheel.
Alright, I need you to make a strength athletics check.
Oh.
As you notice that rust has kind of caused this iron wheel to seize up.
I see.
You jumped strength, didn't you?
I am a wizard. Of course I don't. Strength.
Of course. It's mandatory wizard training to lose
So
pounds.
I don't like when I realize I kind of need someone strong to deal with this. I would ask someone in the party to do it. You know, someone who's stronger than me.
Muroth?
Why you travel with a barbarian?
Precisely.
I see they may have taken a nap. Sleuth?
So,
I'll get
Rory,
a spook to do it if no one else is willing.
Say again?
Would you mind turning the wheel?
Unfortunately, I'm not strong enough.
I'll get a spook to do it if no one else
I
wants to do
don't
it.
strength. I can't turn it. I couldn't.
It sounds like we all jumped strength.
I thought you were the barbarian.
No, I'm a bard.
No, Muroth is. Muroth is. I thought that too.
Oh.
Hey, Sleuth, are you still here, Sleuth? A shame.
We're just taking a little nap here. This is a really nice place.
All right. Yeah, I guess we have a spook do it then, because you don't want me trying to turn that.
We could have my wooden donkey do it. 14 strength.
Your donkey is not able to turn that. It does not have hands.
I can use its mouth, like just grab here.
That is not how horses nor do donkeys work like that.
It's okay, guys. Look, there's going to be two spooks, one to the left and one to the right, and they're each going to be trying to move the wheel. It'll be fine, guys.
All right.
Does that sound fine?
It's fine to me.
Okay. As he does this, I slide out of the room.
Oh, you think I'm going to be in there too? Fuck this. Actually, I also have their gear outside of the room as well, because Bone's a lot more, renewable than all their shit. Does 16 cut the mustard?
All right. Your spooks really put their backs into that. You know, one of them is pulling, the other one's trying to push that thing. They're really trying to get this wheel to turn. And eventually, the wheel begins to turn. And you can hear the sound of water begin to be poured into the tank.
Okay.
You also hear it begin to boil.
Whoa.
Almost instantaneously.
That's probably lava, isn't it? There's probably lava in there. Holy shit! I thought about opening
It-
Holy
it's
shit.
There can't be lava in there, then the water would be turning into cobblestone.
Well, it could be like magically separated or something. I don't know. But go on, sorry, DM.
I mean, you'd have good reason to think it's probably not filled with lava, as the tank is not magical and is made of copper.
It could be lead lined though. Oh, well, it could be copper on the outside and lead on the inside.
Wouldn't lead still melt before
Yeah.
lava?
It would actually. That's a good point. So it'd have to be triple layered, and at that point, I don't know. That would require some serious artisanship.
You just need
Oh, who knows? Knowing dwarves, I don't know. In any case, does anything change in the room?
Yeah, you feel it getting hotter. More steam is building up.
Okay.
You can see it coming out of the vents.
Neat.
Oh, so this is a sauna, I think. Are there like benches? Or just like some
yes.
unusual torture?
There are black marble benches hugging the walls of the room.
Oh.
I'd like to check those benches for secret doors and compartments.
Okay.
Since it's apparently not exploding. The steam's getting to me. I leave.
Yeah, the steam is kind of getting to you. You don't find any concealed items or secrets. You find what looks to be like 3-century-old chewing gum on the bottom side of one of these. And you find 2 copper pieces. But they look like copper pieces that have, incredibly thick calcium deposits on them, so they're all white and exposed to the elements and a bit green.
Copper piece is a copper piece. I can always prestidigitate them.
Right.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh. Could you actually, pull this, was it a wheel back the way it was? I don't want to keep the water running.
Why?
That's irresponsible.
So?
Someone else might want to use this.
Yeah, other people have to use the shower. You're going to use all the hot water.
I'm pretty sure this is generating the hot water. Like, if we turn it off, we'll cut off the hot water supply.
But I thought this wasn't magical. Why would we want to do that?
How portable is this tank?
It's 8 feet tall and 5 feet wide.
So not very. If we lay it on its side, could we fit it through the door?
Oh, yeah.
Are you seriously considering taking this thing out?
Dude, for a hot water heater? Fuck yes, I am.
This is so impractical. Why in the gods do you want to?
I get that you came here for treasure, but this thing is a little...
Alright, we can always come back for it. We can come back for it.
Yeah, we can. I am thinking about a piano, too. There is a spooky piano somewhere here, made out of bone, that I am keeping my eye on. So maybe we should get some Motley Crue some other day and, get some heavier shit out of here.
I don't know any Motley Crue. I know some Aerosmith.
I heard George Lucas. Anyone else hear George Lucas?
No.
God damn it! None of you got the reference.
So
Helsing.
It was the Nazis.
I heard the Motley Crue with my vampire hearing.
Oh, yeah,
So if no one else wants to turn the lever back, I'll have the spooks turn the lever back.
All right, have the spooks make a check.
Doesn't look like that's gonna work.
Your skeletons proceed to pull a Three Stooges routine.
I'll push them out of the way and do it myself.
They look all like distraught over that. I'm like, there, that's okay. I probably would do worse.
Gilbert, you said athletics?
Athletics.
That's a huge score. Huge, I'd say.
All right, yeah. You're able to turn it back shut, and as the water is cut off, you see a large expulsion of steam come out of this hot water tank. And give me a perception check.
Perception.
Did we do a bad thing?
Oh, our soothing tunes of exploration are gone.
I didn't get the chance to tell him how good he sounded.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
he sounded really good. PM him.
You did, yeah. Tell him.
Seriously, that was really nice.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Shows up, says nothing, starts playing guitar, and then leaves.
Rago. Oh, I think he logged off of Discord.
PM his ass.
I'm not even
All
sure
right,
if
yeah.
I have him.
So you guys listen,
You can just
and you guys can hear inside of the tank rather loudly the sound of fire. You know, the crackling and you know, fire sounds. The whooshing and crackling of fire.
We'll see that later.
Yep. Whooshing and crackling of fire inside of the water heater.
Oh, well, I guess that'll just have to remain a mystery.
What do you mean?
Next time on Pawn Stars.
Best I can do is 10 gold pieces.
Well, okay, at least we figured out it's fire based, whatever it is.
It's a fire in a box. That's not a mystery.
Well, it's instantly boiling though. That can't just be like temperature like a campfire fire. There's definitely some higher grade stuff.
You're a monster!
A what?
I don't know. I just think it's a monster.
Nah, there's no way anything could survive in there. Enclosed like forever.
What would it eat?
Right? Unless it's a corpse of a monster that's on fire.
That sounds like a good reason to leave it in there.
It could be a fire elemental.
There's going to be a tiefling. There's going to be a suspicious-looking tiefling.
You
It
know-
looks just like the one in Red Hill. That's
No,
still on
Rory
fire.
is right. It could be a fire elemental.
Fire elemental sealed in there, and when we let all the water out, now it's got enough water that it can, the water's not going through there, so now it can get free.
Well,
I'm
let's
just gonna
leave
put a
before.
hand. I'm gonna put a hand on it. Is it getting noticeably hotter?
This is the part where I evacuate my spooks and I have order them to take their shit.
It does. The copper does feel warm, but it doesn't feel like, containing incredible quantities of boiling water kind of hot. Just
Like
warm to the touch.
Like touching a hot water pipe, not touching a burning stovetop.
Correct.
All right.
It's pleasantly warm.
We should get out of here.
I knock on the side of the tank.
Oh, you brave soul. I leave the room.
And then I yell out, anyone in there?
You hear more, whooshing and crackling of fire.
Could I tell if this is some sort of attempt at communication?
Sure, make an insight check at disadvantage.
Oh, you're gonna love this.
Excuse me. I speak fire, so
Sure, give it a shot.
It sounds bad!
Hold up.
Whatever it is, it sounds bad. Leave.
Drac, you speak Ignan?
no, I was just making a joke that like I speak fire.
Okay, I was gonna say. Who the fuck picks that language to possess?
Well, it is a dialect of Primordial, so if you know Primordial, you know Ignan, Terran, and there's a couple others.
True.
Or and I think Aquan.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Well, who knows Primordial? I think we're out of luck here.
Alright, I leave.
Yep.
And the party leaves the way they came, leaving behind a perfectly advanced water heater.
I'm coming back for that.
How heavy is it?
Fucking heavy as fuck, but we got
If
spooks.
it's an empty tank, it's not going to be that heavy.
I mean, okay. Underdark, how much would a 5 foot wide, 8 foot tall, let's go with inch thick copper container weigh?
Oh fuck, it's an inch thick. Jesus, what kind of pressures were in that thing?
Okay, let's go half an inch. I don't know what's reasonable for that. I had to think about what was going to get crushed.
Quarter inch, assuming it's just like 10 psi.
Okay, we'll go with like a quarter inch.
And even then, like that's like built enough. Like that's like dwarven tough type thing there.
Brick shithouse tough.
Yeah, basically, we could. It's one of those. It's an air droppable heat water heater. Mostly because you can drop it out of a plane, and when it lands, it's still usable.
It's the kind of water heater you can airdrop a second time. Because anything's airdroppable once.
Yeah, we'll go with like quarter inch thick. It's like regular water heater.
Right, it's only gonna weigh like 100 pounds then.
Oh, easy. I can carry 5 of the damn things.
Hey, now I wonder if we manage to like connive it in such ways we can fill it with lava and rig it up to like Maroth's back, and if we hook up some type of nozzle system.
You want me to carry lava around?
I want you to carry a lava thrower around.
You do have access to lava.
Is lava seeping out in the other room? Because
this idea went from batshit insane to batshit great. Still batshit insane, but it's a good, great batshit insane idea. I like it. Let's do it. I just need to find lava.
We have a room full of the stuff.
Not paying me enough to go back there.
Just wait, guys. I'm open the door to the lava room.
I'm leaving. I suggest everyone leaves.
All right.
That's bad.
Yeah. Enough craziness.
Aw, man.
I appreciate you, Himkill, but that's death.
For others, perhaps. Trust me, no one will stand against us if we have a man-portable lava thrower.
And then you animate objects on it, and now it works on its own.
It's a tank in both senses of the word. All right, but seriously, I think we're done here.
Are you guys actually taking the water tank, or?
I am.
All right, yeah. Apparently, Meroth is.
I've got enough
Okay.
chain to strap it onto my back.
I mean, the next major question is how are you disconnecting it from the piping?
He's just taking all of the pipes as well.
Tinker's tools? Is there like
Does proficiency with smithing tools help me with plumbing?
I heard that thing and I thought the thing was angry.
I mean, maybe not with plumbing, but with working with the metal piping, I guess, yeah.
So I have Tinker's tools, and I have a hammer and a crowbar. I'm sure I can disconnect some pipes.
My plan B was going to be my big fucking axe, but
I think I can
that's
be a
a
little
bit
more
more.
delicate.
Yeah, it's a bit more graceful.
So I'm proficient with Tinker's tools. I have a crowbar. I have a hammer. I'm pretty sure I can like disconnect something.
All right, and how are you getting 8 feet up into the air?
Stand on my shoulders.
Yeah, I'll climb on top of Meroth.
Ah, spitting in the face of OSHA. Dwarven goddess of workplace safety.
We do not
Safety.
recognize such a deity.
Safety, what's that? We're in Undermountain.
All right, yeah, give me a Tinker Tools check.
Telling you, Bangbot's the only way, my man.
All right, yeah. You are able to disconnect the tank from the piping.
All right.
And then the dreaded silence.
No, silence is good. Silence means we haven't died yet.
Can we go, please? We're not going anywhere, are we? This is the part where something horrible happens. Oh God!
I'm just waiting for the party to decide what they're doing next because they've
Can we
leave?
successfully unscrewed it.
Please
We strap it to Meroth's back, and then we leave.
No.
Okay.
Got 50 feet of chain. I would assume that's enough for it.
All right. Yeah. You guys are able to strap it to your back and haul it off. You hear the sound of fire coming from within. Please add.
Lava thrower.
Yeah, call it a heating tank 6-37B.
Ooh, it's trademarked and patented.
No,
It's got special
pending.
designation.
It's patent pending, so if we can get this back to Waterdeep, we can take credit for it. We just have to be quick about it. Alright, 637B.
Yeah, 6-37B.
Okay. So what's the plan now? Do we have a plan? Of course we don't.
There
Never
was
mind.
that other
Yes.
place that was blown open. What was it? There was the room that we just came into, and then there was another place that opened up. Let's go to the place that opens up.
Could you be a little more specific?
I'm being vague because I don't remember.
We leave the shower room.
Yeah,
Go back
Okay.
into the
shower
hallway.
room.
You guys are back in the hallway.
Now, if I remember,
Two
there
two
was
ways.
the way to the door that we just came back out of. There was the way back to the pit room, and then there was a third way, right?
Well, technically, there's 4 currently. There's the one south of the big pit, the broken door north of the pit, and then the way you guys have come. And then currently, to just to your right, is a rough-hewn dugout tunnel that goes east.
All right, let's go. What do you guys think? Left to the broken door?
Sure, let's go. When in doubt, go left.
Yep, broken door.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so you guys reached a smashed door. On the other side of it, other than the remains of more of the door, is a rather open space that then branches off into a hallway going north and then turning east out of sight.
To the east.
Okay, you heard. We go east.
All right. Yeah, you guys go 30, 40 feet east, and you can now see that 40 feet away from you, the tunnel branches off into a northern corridor and a southeastern rough-hewn tunnel. And then immediately to your north is a 20-foot wide opening that goes into a hallway flanked by 2 wide semicircular alcoves, and then extends another 30 feet into a hallway.
Is there anything in these alcoves? I'll move as necessary to get line of sight.
You don't see anything in particular. These just look like empty alcoves, 10 feet deep at the deepest.
Weird. There's no iconography or anything?
Nope.
What is it? Left we're going, right?
Well, which is it?
Left. Correct? I'm putting a question mark at the end of the correct.
I know. I was just being.
I know. It's a run on because, left, right. Which right are you talking about?
Yeah, we go left.
All right, you go left. You guys go leftward 30 feet, and the corridor slopes. I shouldn't say slopes. It turns to the southwest. You follow it, and you reach another intersection. A pathway going north and another going south.
Left.
My answer will be left.
Okie dokie. You guys continue to advance down this way. You reach the end of this hallway's southern direction, where it turns west and opens up into a large room.
What do we see in the room?
From here, you see a flat chamber, which looks to be about 30 feet high, with 10-foot tunnels. Sorry, 10-foot high tunnels dug onto the southern and western ends of the room. On the north side of this room are alcoves, which hold 4 identical statues, each one bearing the likeness of a 10-foot tall dwarf king of stern visage. This room, to those of you who have been around longer, does look a bit familiar.
Okay. This is the room with the king, or dwarf kings.
I don't quite think so. Now, remember the one that I was thinking about, the one with the Dwarf King, was it was a fake one, presumably, because we put that one's hand in, and then the hand slapped us, and then we found a secret entrance, which had another crypt, and we used that one's hand, and Bigby's hand also smacked us. This is different, right?
This is a different looking room, but you guys have been here before.
Okay.
So which way do the stairs down then, if we've been here before?
Yeah, good question.
Well, you guys know that those would be to the east of you.
Okay.
All right, so we go back to that oval room because you said there was a way we could go east instead of going north and then south and west and shit.
Well, it goes east and then north. It's a right angle tunnel.
Yeah, we just made like a turn. So we had to go
A
back
little bit before the oval room, there is a couple of rough-hewn tunnels that go southeast and east.
Give those a shot then?
Yeah, let's go there.
All right. You guys advance down this way. And you can see here, now that you're standing at this intersection of 4 different tunnels, one of them, the one going southeast, slides deep into it looks to be a lower section of tunnel.
All right, let's
One
go there.
second.
Yeah, sounds good. That looks like the way down.
You guys do hear, though, coming from the northern passage, about 30 feet behind you, heavy footfalls and the scraping of claws.
Fuck.
One second.
Someone
Is
have
it?
a pet bear by chance?
As you see one of these behind you,
It's
Hammer.
you.
roll an ish.
I take it that's not a pet bear.
I'm guessing diplomacy is not an option.
No. Also, don't look directly at it. I'm warning the party about that.
Okie dokie. Well, this thing is going to advance into melee with the party. And is going to attempt to... Let's go with Rip and Tear on... Drac. Let's go with Drac.
Oh no. Miss, hit.
Alright, yeah, so you're able to duck out of the way of its claws as it swings those at you. But it does catch you with its mandibles as they pinch shut.
Ah, it's trying to eat me.
Taking 19... What? 19 slashing damage. And that will be its turn. Muroth?
I would like to charge it.
I need a charisma save from you first. As you...
Understandable. Have a day.
Well, I did warn them that they shouldn't look at it.
You did.
Are you averting your gaze?
No.
Okay.
TPK. TPK.
Hey, I have something for
This is
that.
one Umberhawk. We can handle this.
Fanatical focus. That is once per rage. I'm not raging yet, am I? Unfortunate. Alright. What happens?
That is unfortunate. Well, I need you to roll a d8. Ooh, a 3. You stare into its eyes, doing absolutely nothing.
Just standing there, menacingly. Very confused.
Indeed. Amkel? Are you averting your eyes, or are you making a
No,
charisma
I'm
save?
averting my eyes. I'm looking down at my pouch, and I laugh, and I pull out some ball bearings, and I throw them over my shoulder towards the thing. And I cast Animate Object. And, yeah, I direct the now animated creatures to attack the Umber Hulk.
A bold strategy. Let's see how it plays out. The number to beat is 20.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3 hits with a crit. So that would be a total of 26 bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie.
And then I move away from it. Mm-hmm. I keep going further down the path.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okie dokie. Lily, are you averting your eyes, or are you making a constant charisma saving throw?
I avert my eyes for now. I would like to fuck off. I'm not within 5 feet of this guy, am I?
You are not now.
Yes, I would like to leave, please.
Okay.
What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I cast blindness, deafness on you. Yes, so I actually look at the thing now.
Okay, I need a charisma save.
Is this me magic?
Yes.
Huzzah. Ooh, but does that cut the mustard?
I'm gonna need you to roll a d8.
That's a good number.
Okay, now I need you to roll a d8.
This is definitely a good number. By the way, I expended all my movement before going and turning back. Unless the hallway didn't provide that case, yeah, you know. I don't know.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Okay, well, things happen. Spooks defend me. Is it obvious to the spooks that this thing is going to murder the spooks?
I don't think your spooks are smart enough.
Shrugs. Would a dog know that that thing is dangerous? Because spooks are way smarter than an animal. They got an into 6.
It's a big, scary monster.
They attack it. Two hits, I'm guessing?
2 hits.
For 17 piercing damage. And that's all I can do.
Okay.
Yay, my turn.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Charisma save.
But what if I look away?
Alright, what are you doing then?
I mean, I can still cast Burning Hands at its direction. Force it to make a dex save. Don't need to look at it for that.
This is true.
That's what I do.
Okay. Hey, Lily, I need 2 of your goons to make a save as well.
They were using ranged attacks. They would have definitely fucked off with me.
Oh, my apologies. I missed the range part.
Was I in melee?
Not yet.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, puppy.
The 1 turns into a 2, so it takes 17 damage. Yay!
Yay, damage!
Yeah!
Hooray for violence!
Fire! Fire!
And then
Okie dokie.
flee. I chase after Lily.
Okay. 1 second.
Got this stupid look on my face. What am I gonna do?
Murder!
Does that hit you, Drac? Does 25
Yes.
hit you?
And I
Okay.
fireball. Dracula, I hope not.
Hey, Drac.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere.
No, leave me alone. I start shouting.
You take 17 slashing damage, and you are unable to get out of melee with it.
No, bad touch. I don't want this hug.
It's
This
some
hug
kind of
is
some kind of sentinel.
Huh.
Mackerel.
All right. So here, I'm gonna try to do something kind of tricky. I would like to minor illusion a, let's say like a big box with like a smiley face
Uh-huh.
on it
Can
over the thing's head.
are your eyes open?
Well, I would like to avert my gaze, and I don't need to be able to see the thing that I'm illusioning in order to do that. So would I be able to while averting my eyes?
Wait, what? You don't need to see where you're targeting?
Not with minor illusion. Though that's kind of up to interpretation. Which is why I'm asking you. It just says within range. It doesn't say anything about having to see it.
Okay.
I mean, you could raise the question of like, do I know precisely enough where the thing's head is to be able to do that without looking at it?
I mean, what precisely are you attempting to do?
Trying to cover its head with a 5-foot box, which is as big as I can make it.
Okay, yeah, you'd have to be looking at it to do that.
Or whatever, I'll bite the bullet.
It's a shifting. The creature moves around, so you'd have to get a better gauge on it than just kind of ballparking it. All right, yeah, you're fine.
Then I do the thing.
All right.
Let's see. Where's our confused guy?
That's me. That's Muroth. Muroth's closer to melee though, so.
Oh, both of them were confused.
It's not hard for Maroth.
Okay, well let's give a bardic to Maroth then. And that'll be... Actually, no, I'm going to move away too. This thing came from behind us, right?
It's behind you guys, but it came from a different passage than the one you guys came from.
Then I'll try and go back to the passage we came from.
Ooh, splitting the party. Bold choice.
Is that not where the other guys ran away to?
No,
they're running deeper.
You know what? If they're going that way, then I'll do that then. And yeah, I've got 30 feet of movement, so that's how far I'll go, as long as I can maintain line of sight with the Ember Hulk.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Roar.
All right. I am going to. I don't want to look at this thing.
I have to. Its face is covered.
Oh, it is. Its
Well,
face is covered now. Okay, cool. Then I am going to. I wonder if it's got a high wisdom or not. I want
Dog's wise.
probably not. Does it have an intelligence greater than 4?
How would you know?
Okay, well, I don't know. Then I'm going to cast Tasha's on it. Tasha's laughter. Give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Unless it has you passed. Son of a damn! It's got a +9 to wisdom. Oh, that's mackerel. Never mind. I read I bought the damn thing, and I was like, "Holy fuck! This thing is Superman." Oh,
I just start typing. It passed. Wait, what?
I saw I just brought the screen up. I was looking at my character sheet. That fails. It is now doubled over in laughter. I love it. I love Tasha's. It is incapacitated, falls prone, and can't stand. And it's saved at the end of each turn or taking damage. And it lasts for a minute.
If it's prone, it probably fell out of that box I put it in, so careful.
It's still laughing.
Yeah, have you guys ever heard like a scorpion or a crab laugh?
No.
Oh, that's disgusting. I love it.
Yeah, now you know what that sounds like. It sounds horrible.
I'm thinking of a demon laughing. Oh God.
It won't tell
Think
you
what Mackerel is doing, but a little more chitiny and clicky. That is actually that sounds like the Horta from Star Trek: The Original Series. I like that. That's nice. Good job.
Congratulations, you have entertained the DM.
God damn it, you guys distracted me. All right. Anything else, Roy?
No, that's
Rory?
it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Okay. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage. Okay. Okay. It's still making that horrifying laughing. Maroth?
I am I able to look away from it to find the party?
I'm gonna go with yes. Yes, since its head is physically moved from where it was previously,
All right.
and you were staring at that area.
If I'm able to find the party, I would like to trot merrily along after them. Except not so merrily because we're walking away from a fight.
Okay.
I'll just catch up to the party, and that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Emkel?
All right. So what's my range to it right now?
What's your movement speed?
25.
Okay. You're 40 feet away.
And it's prone.
Indeed.
Well, then I'm going to blindly shoot at it with Ray of Frost.
Wait, shouldn't you have your
Okay.
enemy objects attack first because they have advantage? Because it's incapacitated?
It's prone. And they're going to have advantage no matter what.
Alright, make your shot, Emkel. You're at disadvantage. Your shot goes wide.
And then the ball bearings continue their assault. So you said I had to hit a 20?
Indeed.
So 7 hits.
Very nice.
So 44 bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie.
All right, that's it for me.
Alright. Lily?
Do I need to make one of those whatchy who's it saves?
Yes.
Isn't it incapacitated?
It is, but that does not matter.
Also, technically, from the damage it took from the 7 hits, it should be making like 7 saves.
You're right. You're right. We'll get to that in just a second. Alright.
I think I continue to do things.
No.
I'm still
There we
confused,
go.
I'm assuming.
Oh, you are. You are. Let's see. Okay. So I need you to make a melee attack roll.
Oh, this is going to be lovely.
Emko, as you're leaving, in a clear fit of confusion, Lily takes a swing at you and just misses by a mile. It wasn't even a good swing. It was more like pivoting, and her arm went wide.
I assume she
Yeah.
tripped on something, and I reach out.
My
to
sense
steady
of balance is fucked. My sense of balance is so fucked.
It's such a bad punch. I don't even think it's an attack. I reach out to steady her because I think she's tripping on something. She's just wheeling her arms around to regain balance.
That's nice of you. The spooks continue attacking.
Oh, I need that shit
Actually,
from the spooks.
No, wait. Oh, what's up?
I need that shit from the spooks too.
Ah. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be lovely.
I forgot to have them do it earlier.
Oh, one of them will do a thing, though, probably.
Alright, I need the two that failed miserably to roll d8s. Okay, so the first one does nothing. The second one, roll a d8. The second one uses all of its movement to walk back towards the creature.
Very good.
Yep.
Well, Lieutenant Spook's going to wait for the thing to get back up, and then it's going to fire. That's it.
Okay. Now, I believe you said I had to make 7 wisdom saves?
I believe you get one save for every instance of damage, and that was 7 separate attacks that damaged you for the 44.
So at what point do I pass, mister?
If you get above 16, you pass.
Okay. So it looks like a pass, a pass, a pass, a pass, fail, fail, fail. So it is no longer.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's no longer laughing. You can get up now.
No, it can't. It's not its turn.
It's still prone, but
It can get up.
it's just not. It's not laughing anymore.
All right,
a little pissed.
Drac, your turn. And I need that save.
All right, yeah, I'll be looking at it this time, so I'll give it to you.
All right, you pass.
Phew. I cast Shocking Grasp.
All right, you're at advantage. Would you believe it that misses?
No.
That's good, because it hits.
I was finna say, what the hell?
This isn't even its final form.
Yeah, its next transformation, the carapace rips open and comes out all humanoid, and it looks like Perfect Cell.
We invite it to join the party.
11 damage, it can't take reactions, and I leave. I run towards the party. 40 feet of movement.
Alrighty.
Then, because it hurt me, I'm going to...
Set it on fire? Good choice.
Yes. Quickened spell Scorching Ray. Oh, wait.
Nice.
No.
Your attack rolls are
No,
disadvantage.
Not Scorching Ray. Can I quicken spell Burning Hands while I'm just 15 feet away before I fully finish my movement?
Yeah.
So it needs a dex save.
I keep forgetting. Does prone affect that at all?
No, I don't believe so.
No.
No.
Darn, it passed.
Yeah, Drac, the way I understand movement to be is movement is not a single contiguous thing. You can do stuff during the process of moving.
Yeah, but I was worried. I was like, I move 40 feet away. Oh, wait, can I backtrack?
I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't treat this like XCOM treats it, where movement is either you use all of it or you use part of it. You can't go halvesies.
So it takes halvesies of that, though.
Those are for the ball
Oh,
bearings. They
yeah.
have hit points.
Oh, those things have hit points? Good to know.
No, I mean, they're completely immune and you shouldn't attack them at all.
Too late.
What's going to happen if you set metal on fire? It gets hot and it hurts more when someone smacks you with it.
Okie dokie. That's some ouchie. Alright.
They're now red hot ball berries.
And the Umber Hulk is now bloody. Actually, it's been bloody for a little bit, but it's burned and bloody. Anything else?
I finish up my 40 feet of movement, getting to the party, and that's it.
Alright, Mackerel.
Who's still surrounding the Upper Hulk?
The animated items.
That's it.
Correct.
Half of the animated items are bloody.
At least I didn't kill any of them.
Alright. Yeah, no, there's no way I can do that without blowing up the items. Let me read this very carefully. Oh, damn it. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to do the thing again.
The thing?
Yeah, the charisma save.
Yes.
Although, actually, wait, is it still prone?
Yes.
Oh, that's disadvantage on ranged attacks, though. I don't want to do that. Ooh, do I fail?
Oh, you fail.
Thanks. Alright. Do I roll a d8?
Oh, you roll a d8.
I'll do.
You stare into its eyes and do absolutely nothing.
It's probably face down right now, but okay.
It's not face down, it's face up.
Oh, alright.
You can still see its eyes.
I guess my turn's over then.
Indeed.
Do I save at the end of my turn or at the start?
What?
Do I save at the end of my turn or at the start?
When a creature starts its turn.
Oh, it only lasts for... Oh, okay.
Rory?
Second verse, same as the first. I don't need another wisdom save. I'm going to cast it again. That's a fail.
You know, Bangbot, there are other numbers other than 9.
He is now prone, laughing
Only 9.
hysterically, and incapacitated.
Indeed, indeed.
9 is the only number that exists.
And I am done. That was so much fun.
Indeed. It is now the Dungeon Master's turn.
And it
I
continues to
I
laugh.
don't believe he's going to be doing it this turn.
My
I
love
just
Tasha.
realized DMing feels much more intense when I stare really closely at the screen. Alright. Muroth, it's your turn.
love Tasha's laughter. That's a great spell.
So what's the party doing? Just sitting back and poking at it with long sticks and magic?
And indirect attacks, yeah.
Alright. I'll take out my bow again and throw another arrows at it. How far
Wait,
away
what?
am I from? I'm shooting more arrows at it, and my brain just needs more caffeine to make sentences sound right.
Okay,
Do I need to make the charisma save?
you do. I'm gonna need a D8. You continue to stare into its beautiful eyes.
Aw.
Its beautiful, glowing bug eyes.
Chitinous carapace.
All right. Them kill.
All right.
Wait.
Oh, what?
Wait, did the bugbear ever get up? Did I miss that?
It got up, but it fell down again.
It fell down. No, I went on its turn. I went before its turn, so it never got off the ground. It just rolled over and started laughing again.
Ah, the spook would not have fired then. Go on, sorry.
Yeah,
This
so I'm
guy
just going
gets-
to blindly shoot at it with Ray of Frost.
Miss.
The animated ball bearings continue to pound on it. You said it's 20, right, to hit?
Correct.
They're +8 to hit, so this way I don't have to do a bunch of adding.
Five hits, awesome.
Yep. So that's 36 more bludgeoning damage, and he gets 5 saving throws against Tasha's.
Oh, damn it! I wish I had one, man. That first one, man. If it had been too lower, he'd have failed all of them. That'd been funny as fuck. But no, he passed.
Yeah, ball bearing number 1 is a vicious attacker, apparently.
It keeps going for the groin shot.
Awake
Mhm.
again, but he's still laying down. So hey,
Beating on its insect-like cloaca.
Well, you have to remember, they're like little ball bearings, so it's probably like trying to like force its way up in there.
Oh god.
It's disgusting.
Animated
Yeah,
buckshot
yeah.
inside of your deer meat.
No, Gilbert, it's Sex Pistols.
Oh god, it is Sex Pistols.
Disgusting.
All right. Lily?
I don't think I did that correctly.
You didn't.
Actually, that does look correct.
I don't see how.
That better?
That hits.
Oh, this was assuming that I needed to make another charisma save.
Oh, okay. So your first roll for the charisma save is a 13?
Yeah, assuming I can't avert my gaze because I was confused last round.
Right. Okay, so roll me that d8. You continue to stare into its beautiful eyes.
Wait, you didn't avert your gaze?
Well, I can't, apparently. So, yeah.
I thought you could avert your gaze at the beginning of your turn.
You have to make the save at the beginning of your turn. I was giving people the option with the first save because you were able to give them the warning.
Okay.
So, All right, I don't think I can do anything. That's it.
Okie dokie. Are your goons not? Okay. Drac?
Is it still prone?
Yep.
I create a bonfire under it.
Bold choice. Let's see how it plays out.
So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Haha, it fails. It takes 10 damage.
What's the size of a bonfire?
It's just a 5-foot cube.
Okay. Just checking if my ball bearings were about to get melted.
That kills it as you light its head on fire with a bonfire.
Well,
Yay!
That was a fight.
Its eyes pop in the heat.
I would do something really stupid if it didn't die right then.
All right.
Alright, well, I guess we keep making our way down.
We go down to floor 7.
I'm gonna head out.
I'll spoil it under. Have a good night, Drac.
Good night.
See ya.
Woohoo!
Alright, yeah, you guys end up in a familiar section of cavern. For those of you that were present for this, you'd know that just north of here, along the left corridor, is where several party members were savagely murdered by a fiendish Umberhulk.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Ah, they didn't seem so tough.
You didn't.
Yeah,
You
don't
didn't
worry,
meet that one. You didn't meet the one that we fought. That was crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yep, you guys can see the branching paths of the tunnel to your left and right.
Woohoo!
Are you guys just attempting to navigate your way back to Otto's castle?
I think so, unless we want to try and find another way down.
I'm good with it.
There may be other paths down besides the one that we already took.
I'm fine with autos if it moves us
We
along.
kind of know where it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of goes to a shitty place, but we do know where it goes. Well, to autos it is then.
Alright. Guys, advance your way to Otto's, coming across the kind of large pit that it sits in. You climb your way down and walk up to the castle. You guys have made it to the front doors. You guys have been adventuring at this point for about 8 hours.
Yeah, perfect timing. Let's take a nap.
Like a plan to me?
Are we going to nap inside the castle or outside?
Inside.
Knock, knock, open door.
Everybody walk the dinosaur.
All right, yeah, you guys go into the castle. Things are a mess, just as they were left. You can hear the sound of band music, or I should say, halfling polka music.
Oh, is it going to the food room?
What?
Is it going to the food room? Where is this music originating from?
The courtyard.
To the courtyard.
All right, yeah, you guys get to the courtyard. You guys can see here the halflings you guys rescued like a week and a day or two ago, playing their instruments, and Otto is kind of dancing around the courtyard.
Hey, you guys are alive. Good to see y'all.
Oh yeah, we're doing fine.
And I'm doing like a little like checking how many heads are here. If anyone actually did die.
No one died.
Okay, great.
I see those people dance around the courtyard, and I pull out my instrument and start playing music.
Same.
All right, guys. Give me performance checks. One each.
Oh shit, we got a battle of the bards going on here.
Yeah. The courtyard turns into a three-way battle of the bards.
No holds barred.
No holds barred.
I'm playing a violin, by the way.
In the hurdy-gurdy.
One of the
Hey, watch
halflings
that
is using an
alcohol.
accordion. What?
Let me see what other instruments I wrote that I had. I took other ones.
Anyone have
I
a
have
cat in the
three,
fiddle?
but I only carry one.
I only gave myself the hurdy-gurdy and the flute.
Gilbert, I have a new idea for a character. I think you're gonna like it because it's stupid.
It doesn't involve a recorder.
No.
Oh, thank God.
That's plan B, actually. No.
Yes, this exact scene is what you see.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, but which one is dancing like that one guy? Yeah, that one, the orange one. Dude, like crip walking, he kind of looks like he is.
Peanuts invented the crip walk.
I think the plan is to take a nap here.
Yeah. Otto's fine with you guys sleeping here as much as you want. You're welcome here all the time. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I'm
Any
gonna
problems
attempt
during a long
to.
rest?
Oh, long. Okay,
Are we
I'll take
taking a
it.
long rest or a short rest?
I'll be happy to
You
take
said
a
it
long rest.
we had finished an 8-hour day, so
Well, I think
I
we
mean,
need
I
to.
spent a fuck ton of slots. I'd like a long rest. I'm okay with short, but I'd like a long rest.
Yeah, we can take a long rest.
Let's take a long one.
We can have a party right here. Yeah, party. Bring
yeah,
out the
we take a long rest, partying with the halflings and Otto.
Yeah.
I attempt to dance. Let's see how bad this is. That's all right.
I'm gonna let the rest of everyone else make asses of themselves, and I'm going to save what little dignity I have after everything else has been handled with magic before I've been able to do anything.
I'm gonna play for like 4
Ooh.
more hours, and then I'm gonna go. Being I'm an elf, I'm gonna play for like 4 more hours, and I'm gonna go into my trance and for my long rest.
Yeah.
Well, these guys aren't Fortnite dancing.
I mean, if it's Charlie Brown music, there's no wrong way to dance.
The Fortnite dance is always the wrong way to dance.
All right, you guys spend some time.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Someone choreograph the spooks, please. I don't know how to
Fortnite
do that.
dances are just like
Someone
stolen
to help
from
the
other
spooks
things.
do that.
The spooks are doing that. Your skeletons are doing that.
I can't fucking coordinate them like that. Shit. I think that's you and Mackerel. Oh, that's you and Mackerel. I want to take that spot.
Alrighty. So the parties with the halflings and Otto for a few hours, and then bunks down to get some of that free food and some of that long rest. So what's your watch order?
Spooks.
Sleep. I'll stumble sit up for 4 hours playing music.
Oh, wait. Burb. Yeah, that's right. My familiar.
All right.
I had to include this one.
Damn, Daniel. Vibing on point.
Well, at the end of your long rest, which went off without a hitch, you all feel energized, happy, and everybody gets an extra D4 dice to roll on a save, attack roll, or skill check.
Sick.
Ooh.
How long does that last?
A little mini inspiration.
24 hours.
Ooh.
Just one, or can we do it to every check?
A single emergency D4. You guys aren't under 24-hour bless. No, God, no.
I'm saving that for when I inevitably die. Also, death wards are being handed out once again.
I happily take the death wards.
I'm glad I found something to do with all of my 4th level spell slots.
Oh yeah, death ward's a good use of it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't know why I thought you were warlock and you were handing it out through some invocation. I don't know
Because
why
I'm
I was
constantly
thinking.
Eldritch Blasting, so it feels like I'm a warlock even though I'm a bard.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do now? Which one of like the 7 gates that you have access to do you feel like using?
Oh, first, the meme magic tattoos. Before I forget.
Those are
Yes,
still
the
12.
12 temporary hit points. Do any and all willing. But as for gates, that's a good question.
I'll use divination and ask it which gate goes deepest.
Please hold while the DM looks.
We're getting a lot of use out of that spell.
I do kind of wish that this book had like a pre-made list for where all these doors go, rather than having to dig them out in each fucking chapter.
The official the official modules for 5e are like choose your own adventure.
Yeah, and
It's like,
they're organized like a choose your own adventure.
yeah, that's what I
They
mean. It's
really
like, if
are.
you already talked to this NPC, turn to page 300.
Oh, that's this book in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, Curse of Strahd is extremely like that. Undermountain just gets like that when you start using the gates. Otherwise, everything is contained to the floor.
I've tried to read Curse of Strahd, and I've basically concluded that you kind of have to read it backwards in order to like understand how everything works.
You really do.
The modules are written assuming that the DM will read the entire book before playing the adventure.
I've read through this book 7 times, and I still have trouble keeping track of everything. Okay. Let's
The
see.
experienced DM would not have such troubles. No, I'm fucking with you. Don't get mad.
Too late. I
wasn't going to.
No,
Uh-oh.
too late. I Angie.
Angie.
Oh no, he eggy.
Is he also cranky?
I Angie. Fear.
Ah, fear. Ah! That's the sound I make, right?
Yes, good.
Fear.
Ah, fear! Cue explosion here.
Pew.
Ah, fear.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
guys
Sick, that was fun.
do whatever kind
Continue
of
on.
goon stuff you guys are going to do while I begin to start checking locations. This is going to take a bit.
Gilbert, bold of you to assume I would stop being a goon when you're done with that.
Beautiful Austin of badasses.
I'm the vocalist of The Anchor.
The frontman for 2 different bands.
Oh, mage armor. Yeah, we'll get that on. That's important.
Only a little bit.
A lot of it for a mage like me.
Okay. Under, what was your exact question?
Which gate goes deepest?
Go to the gate in the southwest guest room.
Okay.
If that's the one with the swamp, I'm out.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather
I mean,
Boy?
we want to go deep. Like level 23 is what we think. That's where all the cool shit is.
But swamp. I don't even know if this is the swamp. Is this the swamp one? I pop a bourbon and I send it to the other side. Actually, wait. There is no other side yet. We haven't activated it yet. Silly me.
Also, you can't pop the bird to the other side. You have to send the bird through.
Yeah, I was saying pop the bourbon and then send it through. Pop it in as in pop it in existence. But in any case, what are we looking at?
1 second, 1 second.
Our room.
Her. Or is it just a giant mimic? Never thought about that, did you, huh?
My whole plan revolved around you thinking I never thought about that, you silly fool. Of course I thought
Wanted
about
to be extra sure. Okay. So, this gate, set into the middle of the north wall of a nicely furnished guest room. Carved onto the keystone is a hand clutching a lit torch.
A keystone?
A keystone.
a key.
You know, the kind of stone that's at the top of the arch that holds the whole arch together.
Oh, okay.
This is going to sound like a silly question. Does anybody have any torches?
I got a few. Hang on,
I
let me
have
rummage through my...
I've never needed them. I can see in the dark.
Me too. So I didn't bring any.
I got 3.
I've got 10.
Okay.
Hold one in front of the archway. I think that, if I remember correctly, that's what activates it.
I will light up a torch.
Okay.
And there's
And
the
put
whoosh
it-
of the Stargate as it disintegrates all of us because we were standing in front of it like morons.
Exactly. You're all dead, except a few of you have your feet, and in the case of the dwarves, your feet and shins are left. Okay. Yeah, the portal opens. You can see.
Recon flight is go.
One moment.
So, what's everybody else up to?
Stare at the loading screen warp thing while the owl pops in the other side.
And that's basically it.
One moment. The DM is going slightly insane.
No problem.
As are we all.
Happens to us all.
The DM is very confused by what he read and is now not sure if he went to the right location.
God gives you a call back, MKill. No, not that one, the other one. The one below this room. To the left, 3 stories down. Fuck, am I reading this sideways? Please hold. See, the thing is that was true like 5 seconds ago whenever you did the divination thing. But now the dungeon has changed. So no, it is no longer the case. I'm gonna grab some food, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Alright. And he left.
Grabbing food.
Nice.
Well, those of you that can see that you're looking into a 10-foot high cave. Yep, just a 10-foot high cave.
Okay. Not swampy
Ooh.
in the least, right?
Correct.
No, that must have been some illusion of the Undermountain.
Or it was a different gate. I don't remember which gate goes to the swamp either.
I don't either. I'm very confused as a dungeon master right now. I thought this is the one that goes there. Well, do you guys choose to venture forth?
Yes.
Tally ho to adventure.
Alright, who steps in first?
I will.
Will you push? Okay.
What?
Alright, Muroth. Okay, 1 second. Where the fuck did they put this? Oh, they put it in the appendix.
Of course, the appendix, where you look for everything in the middle of a page.
Well, it's more that the way you guys have been scouting has prevented you guys from experiencing it. Okay. Roll for me a D9.
Hello?
Dry
Yeah,
tape on the
roll.
other side of the gate, so we
Okay.
went in.
Alright. Now,
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how hilarious is my inevitable death going to be?
alright, so the target recovers its expended spell slots of 6th level and lower. So, Barbarian, you recover your expended spell slots. If the
wonderful.
target has no spell slots to recover, a magical shield surrounds the target for 1 hour instead. This shield grants the target resistance to all damage and cannot be dispelled, although contact with an anti-magic field destroys it.
Fancy.
So, Muroth, you have resistance to all damage for 1 hour. Correct, this only applies to the first person.
I'll just add that to my resistances section. Hella.
Alright. Now, I need one other thing from you.
Ooh.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
From the barbarian? I don't know.
Oh.
Hey! D100 tables?
No.
Even worse.
Is this going to be chunky damage? Don't do the chunky damage. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Watch the dwarf explode. Or worse, implode.
I'm going to grab my food.
What do you mean worse?
Oh my god!
74 force damage.
You just got half,
Also, dick move on my part. I probably shouldn't have teased with the carrot first when the Bane effect takes effect before that does.
Yeah, alright. 74 damage. I'm bloodied.
What the fuck?
And then you gain resistance to everything.
Damn.
Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Come on through. Water's warm.
Yeah, we come through.
Alright. The rest of the party proceeds to go through. One moment.
D9 from everybody.
Anyone?
I'm just kidding.
TPK.
I kid. Nobody actually takes 123 force damage. You're all good. You just walk through.
This was the DM's way of letting everyone know we are rolling a new campaign.
Alright, guys, we're going to Icewind Dale.
Yep.
That wouldn't even chunky salsa me. Even after that 74 damage. 3 more damage and it would've.
Although I think this is where we're going to call it.
Okay.
Alright.